Hello, hello, hello out there. Ah, yes, you guys can hear me now, and you can hear the crew now. I am StrawHatLucas. Welcome back to the YouTube channel and whatnot. Obviously, subscribe if you aren't already, but I am sure most of you are because you're here for session 11 of this group, this Sakura Pirates group. I'll let Mikey do the recap, but first, let's go around the table and say hello to our players. Let's start with Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, a good friend of mine, a little brother, if you will, Mr. JoshuaVykthor. Say hi and what's up?
What's good, YouTube? It's a boy. I'm here to play D&D again. Let's go.
Josh, there's like this high pitch ringing every time you talk, brother. It's beautiful.
I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, it's like some kind of feedback.
Kind of just started too.
Yeah, like it was not there before we went live. I don't know what's up. But next up is another good friend of mine, the special grade sorcerer of the anime and manga sphere. It is Mr. SSJ8 Cody. How you doing today, Cody?
Hi guys, I'm the special grade sorcerer of the anime manga sphere, SSJ Cody. I'm trying not to cough.
Why is that, Cody? What were you doing?
Hey there, weed.
Hey there, weed. And last but certainly not least, at least from the crew side of things today, sadly not joined by Brother Ragnar. Hopefully he can pop in later. But it is the man, the myth, the legend himself, the one known as the ender of all, the omega, the alpha, the beta, the sigma, the ligma. Ligma what? We'll find out. It's Angel's Room.
Hi. It's Angel's Room. I'm glad to be here.
Thanks, Angel. Sorry. And last but very certainly not least, the man who brings us all here together every couple Thursdays, the creator of this wonderful, wonderful world that we get to explore, the dungeon master himself, Mr. ToriMori. Take us off, ToriMori.
What's up, YouTube? Good to see everybody back again. Happy New Year in 2025. Good to see all my wonderful players again. Huge shout out to Ragnar, who is not here at the moment. Hopefully he is able to pop in at some point. Not too sure, but we'll see. We're going to plug on ahead, but much love to him. Good to see everybody back again, of course. We got a pretty action-packed little few sessions just to cap off 2024 there in Port Gorko. I'll kind of let this starting screen we're on do some of the recap and keep it brief today. But yeah, there was a little detour before Leadbelly and the Sakura Pirates decided to sail away from Panangea into the city of Port Gorko, where things quickly took a bloody turn for the crew. There was a murder with portals, rather, excuse me. There was a jailbreak. There was a strange Iceman who could seemingly get up unscathed upon being defeated. There was a very, very angry woman in black. There were, of course, some Marines from Navy Base 199 who the crew pretty well took out, with Abyss actually beheading and taking the skull of the staff sergeant of the Navy base. His name was Killian, and he joins Revan's skull on Abyss's, belt. But after the big battle there in Port Gorko, very violent to cap off the night, before midnight, the crew got away back to the belly boat and safely rested up as they lounged across the little bay out into the island current. Before we get fully into it, I've actually got two cover stories for us today. I went through and rewrote the cover stories because they weren't, I wasn't liking them. I wanted to re-edit them, so I'm going to reread the last cover story, Noko 2, And I've also got another one I'll read at the end of session later on today.
Hype.
She's a girl, Bill objected, the whole way to port. It's bad luck. Shut up with your hillbilly superstitions, Williamson, the captain with the handlebar mustache finally replied to his underling as they reached his ship. He spun as his crew reached the gangplank and bounded up, himself opening fire on their pursuers. Noko ducked as he shot over her and killed men who wanted to avenge their fallen friend at the saloon. Noko trailed after the pirates last to reach the deck and panted as Handlebar's crewmates opened fire from the ship's deck. She felt her coin jingle in her pocket with every step. Why didn't I pick up a new weapon, she thought fitfully, collapsing to a seat on the deck, trembling with adrenaline. The captain ran up after her. Ship off already, boys! He kicked the gangplank off without a care. Noko heard it sink into the sea below. The crew not firing back at the Samba town were readying the ship. Bill hauled the anchor on deck himself while another man with an ugly snarl about him readied nearby rigging. They whispered and snatched glances at her with angry eyes. She couldn't help but blush. Don't you worry now, lassie. We've taken care of plenty of ladies in the past, said a passing youth in a Sally tongue, the one closest to Noko's age by a long shot. She felt more reassured by his smile, though he took up a rifle immediately after and opened fire on the defenders and marines in town. The wind tugged at their sails, and the ship pulled out to sea at good pace. Captain Handlebar holstered his pistols, and smiled. All right, boys, he exclaimed, and strode over to Bill and whipped him across the face with the back of his hand. Now that that's over with. He turned and spread his arms wide, standing over Noko. Let's go get our old boss back, boys. The crew cheered in perfect unison.
What's that about?
Yeah, what's that about?
Yeah, what's that about? Oh, I'm so excited.
I actually can't remember if I showed this map too often, but I've done a few little edits to it. It's a rough map of the South Blue, and you'll notice the little belly boat icon down there by Panangea. If you want to zoom in on that, that's where we are opening up today as we leave Panangea's shores aboard the belly boat. The morning has dawned, and everybody is awakening and rousing themselves. Of course, to their north is a rather large landmass that's come into view as they've pulled out to sea. Pull us over here to the deck of the ship now.
I just remembered I tried to cuddle the horse.
You did, yeah, Leadbelly. You had slept out on the deck. Kiryu, I believe, even though your token is here, you had gone down to catch some sleep at the very end of last session. You can be wherever you want to be, though. Same to anybody else who was below deck. If you want to pull yourself out and just sort of begin the day, you see Squint at the helm there. If you do, you've got Spenny and Ham over here together, and then Tyokonis is also on deck.
Oh, I feel like I slept for a month.
The horse, as you get up, immediately kind of wickers, and even though it's tied to the mast, it shuffles little side steps to kind of get away from you.
I'm going to try to pet it.
Okay. Throw me an animal handling.
Oh, I can do that. I'm going to make kissy faces at it, too, and be like, who's a good doggy? Ah, I'm going to get one of those one day. One day I'll get one of those.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. Unfortunately, with the 4, as you reach your hand out, the horse is just going to kind of wicker its head back and forth and shy away from you even a little bit more. You see it like sort of stamping at the deck, and you feel it shaking under your own feet as well. You've got a bit more sea legs than you figured this horse made.
Don't worry, lead horse. You'll come around one day. I'm gonna call out to Kiryu and be like, "Hey, man! So where's your paper pointing? I think that's definitely the direction we need to be heading in."
Well, I look at the paper, and what do I see?
The orientation of this like ship map is a little funny, but actually the railing you were just standing by would be north, and the paper is still drifting to the north there.
Yeah, to the north.
So we're headed north.
Not going. Yeah, we are not going north right
Well,
now.
you guys are headed. So this way would be north. So you guys are headed a little more
North,
like
northwest
or westerly.
Yeah. I'm gonna
You're
call
on
out
the island
Straight up
current
east.
still of Panangea. So you're being pulled along on that current, which is at this point pulling west.
Hey, yo, Squint!
Good morning, Captain. Good to see everybody stirring.
Good morning, my friend. Hey, do you know directions very well?
They used to call me a cardinal in my youth.
I have no idea what that means, but we need to be going north.
North it is. Give me a second to pull us out of this island current and we'll be headed right that way. You're trying to land right there on Rashwan?
Looks like it.
What was that, Josh?
I'm saying looks like it.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it. I would agree. Kiryu, did you find out where your brother went? Like, why'd he take off, you think?
Oh yeah, he heard about some technology from our mentor and wanted to get it back.
That's fair enough. I'm gonna make my way over towards... Who is this? I know who it is, but Leadbelly wants to know. Who are you?
As you do, Spenny is over here just talking to Tweedle Ham, and Ham turns around and chuckles and he goes, "Well, good morning, Captain. Good to finally make your acquaintance. I'm
Why do you
Tweedle
talk
Ham,
like
I am.
that?
Thank you for taking me and my brother on."
Oh, yeah, you guys were with Mitch, right?
The good man broke us out of prison, he did. We're loyal to him and whoever he calls captain, sir.
Beautiful. I guess that means Mitch definitely won that stealing competition if he stole 2 dudes. Sorry.
Stole our hearts, he did. You're a funny man. And he just kind of punches you on the shoulder there. It's a light, jovial punch.
I'm going to draw it. No, I'm joking. I'm going to pull out the blinky. No.
Walk
Yeah.
the plank.
yeah, walk the plank. Well, it's good to have you and your brother aboard. Hopefully, we can get him all patched up and stuff. Have you seen my good man Mitch? I know he was passed out somewhere. I'm looking for him, and there's a cowboy around here too. I'm pretty sure Abyss will be asleep for a while, but I need to count the heads, so to speak, figure out how everyone's feeling.
Oh, yeah, well, last I saw, Mitch was snuggled up with his dresses and treasures stole from town. My brother's still patched up, and, well, your friend is still asleep, sorry to say. But Cowboy is still asleep, too. Normal sleeping, he's fine.
Nice. Well, keep an eye on Spinny here. He's a douchebag. And then we'll walk away.
As you do, you hear Spenny just kind of go, I don't know if we've reached that time limit, but you hear, what the? Yeah, as you walk away.
At this point, Leadbelly doesn't know how to be nice to Spinny. But I'm gonna start stamping my feet on the deck and be like, Arthur, Mitch, it's time to get up. We're headed for a new island.
I would like to count the amount of stuff I've stolen. My money,
All right.
my dresses.
And
I'll
some
pull
people.
us
Don't
down
forget
here
Mitch.
to the underbelly, floor 1 of the belly boat. As you guys can see, there are like cots along. Yeah, so go ahead and pick your bed.
Okay.
It's like the little kitchenette and another staircase up there. Let me.
God, let me know if you see my token. I don't know if it dropped.
I
Spenny.
see your token.
You said
That's
what?
mystical.
Yeah, angels are down here. Oh, no, there's 2 of them.
Oh.
By
Yeah,
the way,
I see Angel down there.
canonically, Leadbelly sleeps on this table because he's so big.
Well, there is floor 2 as well, which
Oh.
houses the captain's quarters, and those are your cabins too. Leadbelly.
Oh,
You
nice.
already kind of set up shop there, I believe, in session 3.
Oh, yeah. I remember that now.
But yeah, well, Mitch's accounting is how much money he's gonna be making off these dresses and how much money he's stolen he's gonna be seeing. Oh, I guess.
Nice. Yeah,
Let me
I
think.
sent those all to you. I believe either on on Discord. Yeah, and it should be added to your sheet. Everything you got
wait.
from Spinny's boutique.
Oh, it's on my sheet. I didn't even see it.
It may.
No, wait, no, it's not. Check.
It's on the belly boats sheet. My mistake. You should have access to that, but it's listed in the treasure under the bio.
Yo, I'm taking all those dresses. So we going to a new island. Diamond dress. Whoa.
Yeah, as you guys are there in the underbelly, you feel the ship subtly start to change directions, start to drift essentially to the, as you hear Leadbelly stamping upstairs. Arthur, you have that cracked 19 passive perception, right? Has it
Mhm.
gone up?
No, I have it.
No.
I have a 19 perception. Wait, no, I don't. I forgot.
Oh,
says
I have a
different
20. I have a 20 now.
It's 20 now. Incredible. Oh my god. As
Cracked,
you're waking
dude.
up. Yeah, that's insane. As you are waking up, you hear the stomping and Leadbelly's shouts from up above. And you also hear a clatter that you could swear came from below.
And if Leadbelly's up above, somebody's poking down below. Mitch. Oh, Mitch. I'm going down below deck. I think Leadbelly let the dog out.
Oh, there's a dog on board.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I love dog. You think our cook can cook that? Or did he?
Let's find out.
And I'm gonna go below deck and see what's clattering out there.
Okay.
I like to think that Mitch is so oblivious that he doesn't even realize that Shiryu's gone. He just thinks Kiryu is both of them now.
God, this kind of foul. Arthur, could you, as you stairs into the darker floor 2, could you run me an active perception, please? Or investigation, your choice.
Dang.
Oh,
Can't beat
man.
What a good start to the sesh, boys.
Sleep is
Right there
still
with my
clouding
4.
your eyes. You're kind of like you're like pushing the sleep out of your eyes as you peer into the darkness of floor 2, and you hear another little scurry. You start squinting a little harder, and then all of a sudden something blasts past you and knocks you on your rear end, taking 1 damage as your hip bone hits the stairs.
This is so much BS. But okay. Oh God, Mitch, it got me. The dog.
The dog. Why is the food fighting back?
Still
Make a
stunned
rundown.
by sleep a little bit. You don't see what flies past you. But Mitch, if you're heading toward the commotion, you see a little beast suddenly scurry up. It looks just like that little cat creature you saw in the forest. It's one of those ocelots. And it makes eye contact with you and just freezes.
Oh, it's my friend. This is not food. Mitch will walk up to her. Be like, I like cats. I don't eat cats. You're okay. I have a pet. I have a new best friend. Oh my God. No,
Run me a
Mitch-
quick animal handling. As
Mitch
you
will
get
start
closer to
jumping.
it.
Mitch will start jumping up and down like a schoolgirl.
Oh my God, run that for me at disadvantage, please.
I already got this advantage on. I don't mind. Oh my God, this is mine. Oh wait, I need to remove that.
Oh,
exhaust.
also your exhaustion would be healed after that long rest, so it would just be
A
still
3.
just regular 3. Is going to make the ocelot bolt, and it runs up the stairs.
I will follow after him. Come back, my friend.
Nice. As you follow the ocelot up, the ocelot comes up. Pretty much, let's see, Leadbelly and Kiryu would definitely notice it pretty much right away. Squint goes, "What the hell is that?" And the horse just starts freaking out. It neighs fully and tries to, I don't know
Oh my
what
God,
that's
a
called
possum.
when it like rears back, but it's trying to like rank itself off of the.
Is it
the mat.
braying? Is that what it's like, braying or something like that?
Yeah,
Kill
yeah.
it.
There you go. Thank you.
Can I try to?
I don't
grab
know
it
if that's
and hug
right.
it?
You're gonna try to grab it.
Yeah, I want to hug it.
Let me. Let me
Careful,
get
Mitch. Possums have
Let me get
rabies.
an acrobatics for that.
Bro, that's a cat.
But that is clearly a possum, Kiryu. Where have you? What kind of cat have you seen that looks like that? Cats are massive. What are you talking about? They're like gigantic.
That. Oh my God. Yeah.
A house cat.
Oh yeah,
this-
you're right.
This animal has has had Arthur Morgan take some damage, and he sees it running for his captain and his crew. And if someone doesn't tell me to not shoot this thing,
No, I'm
Oh.
not gonna have Mitch say because I don't think he would think about it. I'll just have him yelling, "My friend, come back!"
Okay, off of that, I hear you, Arthur. Off of that acrobatics, real quick, plus a luck dice roll. You're gonna catch that ocelot, Mitch, and you will be able to like snuggle up to it, but it's not happy, and it's definitely like claws are out now. It starts just roaring in your face and trying to wrestle out of your grasp now.
Kiryu, do you think we need to help, or do you think the cat is?
Well, I'm gonna be like, okay. If it's trying to grapple me out or try to get out of my grapple, Mitch will not allow it to get out of grapple. I'd be like, hey, I'm the only wrestler on this ship. You understand that? Don't you have? Am I peeking on your? Am I peeking right now?
No, you're good.
You're good on my end.
Yeah, you're
Alright,
good.
Don't ever try to wrestle the Iron Mitch, because that will end with a pin. And then he will poke its nose.
He
Now,
booped
big
it.
friend, what shall we do?
Mitch is about to get a familiar.
If you boop it on its nose, it is going to suddenly roar. It sounds very different from the meowing it was doing, and it spins within your grasp. Does a 15 make your AC? I don't think it does.
Oh,
Nope.
Okay. I'm literally. I am if I see this, if Arthur sees it try to hit Mitch, he's gonna shoot immediately.
Oh my god. Okay, the ocelot spins around in Mitch's grasp and is like trying to wrap around his huge arm and like bite and sink its claws into him. But
Are you guys
it's kind of
playing?
unable to. And
This
yes,
man is playing, Mitch. I'm half-witted to shoot this thing.
He'll be like, no, I think I have to assert my dominance.
Opponent is pretty dominant, Mitch, in these trying times.
Well, it can be. But no, I would do it with my manly hands. Or I should say godly hands.
No. This is funny.
My God.
You're a god in my eyes, Mitch.
Deliberate.
Thank you.
The god of the Iron Ring.
You know what?
Yeah,
Then I will if the cat's tried to get away from Mitch's grasp, I'm gonna throw up my hands in an infinity sign. I'm gonna drag the cat and use my cantrip.
Okay, yeah.
It has to
slips out of
succeed on
Mitch's
a
hand.
It must succeed on a strength saving throw, or it is moved 10 feet in a direction of my choice. I think the spell save is a something. Spell save is 13.
While he's doing
Oh
that,
my god!
At an
While he's
11,
doing
it
that,
doesn't work.
While he's doing that, can I pin him?
So it's dragged back into your grasp. So
Yeah, the
like, it
ocelot
tried to get
slips away. It gets a few feet away, scrabbling, but then like in a cartoon, its feet are scrabbling against the ground, but it's going right back to Mitch. And sure, Mitch, as it comes back to you with Arthur's intervention, you can pin it. Sure.
Yeah. Oh, that wasn't that good, but hey, hopefully it's good enough.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling about this.
A bad feeling about this.
I made the contest at disadvantage due to Arthur's combined drag effect that is kind of discombobulating the ocelot. So you pretty well perfectly pin it down there as it is dragged back to you under deck, and it gives out one last little like meow, but it suddenly just like looks up at you from the corner of its eye and just goes a little bit still.
Do you understand who is the master? I'm the master, you're the pet, but we're best friends. You understand?
And the cat does.
The ocelot keeps staring up at you from the corner of its eye, and it just stares and stares unblinking, and then finally goes, meow. But it is totally docile under your touch.
All right.
All right, who has speak with animals? Let's get real here. I mean,
I'm gonna let go of the ocelot. And I'm gonna walk up to this horse. And I'm gonna say, don't touch the horse. If you touch the horse, you get smacked.
You're telling the ocelot not to attack the horse.
Yes.
Mitch, can he understand you?
Not
Mitch
to
will
even
shrug.
touch it, or just not to attack it.
Don't touch it. Don't attack it. Don't do nothing. If you do, you will get smacked. Maybe even shot if Arthur feels like shooting. He's pretty trigger happy.
The ocelot just kind of like walks past you. It's purring really loudly. Like you can hear its purr now as it starts like doing that cat thing where it brushes up against the horse's legs. And the horse seems to calm down a little bit, actually, even though the cat is disobeying you.
Wow, I've never seen a dog and a cat get along like that.
You're just gonna look at the cat and say, "Ooh, dog, I'm kind of hungry. Where's it at?"
I'm talking about lead horse. Horses are just a breed of dog, Mitch. Everyone knows that.
At that
Wait,
time,
yeah,
O'Connor
that's
will
not
have
true.
kind of come over. Sorry, go ahead.
As Leadbelly says that, I just look at Ty O'Connor. I'm like, does that mean fishmen are just big fish? What?
His brow is furrowed, like his eyebrows are like one. They're just so close together. He's like, this is not anything close to true biology. None of this is science. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah. I was gonna say Mitch is gonna look at Leadbelly and be like, I mean this with like all the disrespect in the world. Leadbelly, I need you to understand this. You were a slave. I don't know if you were educated. You know,
What's
Oh, of course he
educated?
wasn't.
Leadbelly, you know that like a dog is a dog, a cat is a cat, and a horse is not a dog. A horse is a horse.
Can I roll Constitution real
Anyway.
quick?
Sure. What form?
This is about to break Leadbelly's mind. He's about to have like an epiphany of intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this blows my mind. Leadbelly's like, what? Oh my god! And I fall to my knees a little bit. It's like I'm having a brain blast from Jimmy Neutron for the first time ever in my life, as I realize other things are other things as well. That not all four-legged animals are related to dogs or cats.
So, when are we gonna break the news about you? As I look over at Tyler Connors, this is like Leadbelly's having a breakdown.
Oh, I know what fishmen are.
I'm
Yeah,
so
I'd like to look at the axolotl and see if it's a threat to the horse.
If it's what to the horse?
A threat.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you wouldn't even have to roll anything by this point. You see it just like nuzzling up against the horse's legs, and like the horse is like still kind of wickering, but it's like calming down and focusing on the cat, and it doesn't seem perturbed. It seems like it's calming down.
All right. You guys can be friends, but I don't want no mixed breeding, okay? We don't need a horse cat on this ship. Or
Yeah,
cat
that's
horse.
what
Oh my god.
That pulls
I am
Leadbelly
drawing a
out of his
line.
stupor. We could breed them.
No, no.
At that point, Squint will have set the ship to sail north. Oops, and he'll walk over now that it's just heading on its own for a second, and he'll go, you really do not want to breed those two animals. You don't want to see what happens. Trust me.
We don't
Why
want
not?
to. We want to.
Yo, Squint, you a nasty man. I don't know what you mean by trust you.
Yeah.
You a
Now I'm
nasty
kind of
man.
curious even more.
I'm not trying to watch. What do you mean? I don't want to watch.
Trust me.
Maybe I want to watch.
How long do you think we are away from the island?
Oh, only a few hours. We'll just have to keep pretty steady course. It's pretty hard to miss. The damn thing's as big as... And he starts scratching his chin. He starts, like, sizing it up by his fingers, like, spreading his fingers apart and measuring, like, distance with it. And he just goes, 6 3/4 island whales.
I lean close to Kiryu and I whisper, I'm like, is that big? Is that a big unit of measurement?
Yeah, maybe enough.
Hey, wait. What type of cat was this again?
Ocelot.
It's a jungle ocelot.
I'm gonna lean over to Tyler Connors and be like, can't Helen wheels like vary in size? So like, can't really. It's not like a definitive measurement, right?
Wait, say that again?
like island whales, they can vary in size, right, bud? Like that's not a definitive unit of measurement. That's not.
No, this guy's had way too much salt water to drink. He was talking crazy ever since Revan and us picked him up. He's a cracked case. Watch out for him.
I interrogated him. You know,
I got real up and goody with him, and I want to pull out his poster for Tyler Connors to see. And I was like, apparently he was a pirate back in the day, but he didn't do nothing too big. He was only 5 million. Like I've seen mountain bandits worth more than that, and I'm just scratching my head trying to figure out what his end game is.
I don't know if he's got one. I think he's just some washed up has-been who's killed maybe 1 or 2 important people in his days. But I tell you the truth, none of us knew much about him. We had the bounty poster, and we found him along the way hunting a different bounty and decided just to take him along and turn him in when we had a chance. We just didn't have a chance yet.
The way he used his spit in that fight. Like I ain't seen no one but fishermen fight like that. And then he makes the ground out slick, and he's able to use and then I lean real close. It's almost like he's using sorcery, but that's not possible, right? Like y'all ain't got no magic here.
I mean, it could be some devil fruit, I guess. A lot of people call that sorcery. If that's what you mean.
What a devil? Who's it? Oh, what?
You know, I was just screaming, "A devil, what?"
A devil fruit? I got one of those.
Right, Arthur.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
What?
I like to picture it's like a Luffy Usopp moment when you say "same Kiryu" and like Leadbelly starts growing little hands out of his, and you start growing arms or eyes. I mean, like devil fruits.
Squint's got one.
No,
Squint's got a devil fruit?
That's news to me. What is it? I'm excited.
Well, one way to find out.
Yeah, Squint, how'd you do that funny stuff in that fight that you tried to help us out with?
What funny stuff? All I came with was a little steak.
No, I get it.
You did something to it. You did. Y'all, he's gaslighting me. I swear.
As you're saying that, Spenny is going to back you up. He steps forward and he says, and yeah, when he threw that bounty hunter's head at me, it did something weird too. It was like the skull screamed at me. What's up, old man? Arthur's got a point.
Yeah, you can't gaslight me with my boy Spinning. That's what's up.
Quint just looks at you. He looks at Arthur first, and he'll be like, "Look, I really don't know what to tell you. All I had were the steaks that old Katana prepared. I had one in my hand, so I brought it with me and plastered the first guy I saw with it." And then he looks at Spenny and he goes, "And with you, you pilfering little thief, maybe you were just a little too scared of a real pirate's prowess, even an old-timer like me."
No, that skull was definitely laughing. Like, you got some explaining to do, man. Like, I want to know how to do that. Like,
Yeah, most of the heads I cut off just stop talking immediately.
I mean, there is a small chance that the head is still conscious while you carry it.
Yeah, but that's only for like a couple seconds, right? Its vocal cords would be severed. How did it laugh?
Yeah, that's weird.
it was like screaming and laughing, and it came right at Spinny. You have it, like, if you don't have a devil fruit, why don't you go take a swim? Tyroconus will fish you right out if you start drowning.
Well, okay. And he dives right over and plunges in with pretty good form, you all have to admit.
Holy smokes.
And he comes and he swims up to the surface. He's like, water's refreshing today. And he starts like doing little laps just back and forth alongside the ship, keeping pace with it as it sails along too.
This isn't...
Yo, What is it? Who you're
He doesn't have the
Yeah, I don't think he
help
has
me
one
out,
either.
Captain. Help me out, Captain. These rickety old bones are good at swimming and not much else.
Yeah, I'll hana some arms to help pull him up.
Nice.
Mm.
As he
Arm
comes up,
ladder.
could I please get a wisdom save from everybody?
No, this is gonna be bad. At least for me, it's gonna be bad.
I'm gonna omit the other NPCs and just say players.
Oh, frick. We're done for.
Yeah!
It's over.
It's a day of fours, baby.
30-20.
Yeah, that dirty 20's
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Let's go, Angel. Steel Claw.
Okay.
Clawzilla.
Hell yeah.
Mitch Jr. is my favorite. Yeah.
All right, I got a 9. It's not
I'll-
an advantage.
Okay, word. With those, Arthur, you feel a little at ease with Squint. You're still you're not sure what's up. You know that there's like something still bothering you about him, but this line of questioning has led nowhere. He clearly doesn't have a devil fruit, so you're feeling a little satisfied, I guess, for the moment. Leadbelly, you're more than convinced. You are like, oh yeah, this guy is the real deal. He's loyal to us, and he's just like talented, and he's a good swimmer. Like that's awesome.
Yeah.
Mitch, you're kind of the same. Like you acknowledge that there's something strange here, but you're more concerned with naming your new pet. Kiryu, you alone notice Arthur and Spenny's kind of corroborating stories, and that stands out to you a little bit.
All right, interesting.
I am going to head
No.
to the captain's quarters and just be like, guys, come get me when we get closer to the island. And as I go through, I'm going to tap Ty on the shoulder and be like, hey, if you feel like you want to swim ahead, see what's up, and then come back and tell us like a little bit about this place, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm not going to say you have to go, but if you want to go, that would be awesome.
Actually, Captain, I'm gonna come down with you. I've been meaning to talk to you this morning. That was as good a time as any, I guess. May
okay,
I
cool.
come with you?
Yeah, of course. And then as I pass Arthur, I'm going to give him something that I've had in my possession for a while. And it's a map of the South Blue from 300 years ago. I'm like, hey, I don't know what's up with this, but I feel like it's better.
Wow.
It's better in your hands than my hands. Now that we're on sea, I figured it might come in handy at some point. Maybe give us an idea of where to go or something.
I am the historian. I could make a history check on this.
Very interesting. Let me do a little switcheroo here.
Just let me know what you
Cody,
find.
do you see it?
And I'm going to continue to the captain's quarters, but go ahead.
No, my bad. I was just going to say, Cody, do you see it in your notes and character sheet?
I do see it now, yeah. I'm just looking at that.
I feel like I've had this since like session 2. Like,
Yeah, you have had these maps, and I believe you pinned the map of the Rashwan Kingdom up.
yes.
Was that correct? Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was going to
Let's
the
go in the
captain's.
captain's quarters. Yeah,
Mhm.
Ty is going to follow you down there.
Beautiful.
Oh man, I think this is gonna be the first time I do this. But as a scholar of the crew, I have a feature called Pursuer of Secrets. I'll put that in chat right now. Yeah, I've been holding on to this.
Oh, let's see
Sorry,
what this
came
is.
up. I can read and write in poneglyphs. Scholars are the only people in the world and are actively being hunted. Additionally, I am well versed in the lore, and if I do not know a specific piece of information and I try to recall it, I can try to learn this. That could be found as library scribes or held as secret sages might rule. I'm just trying to see if there's anything up with this map and like trying to figure out if they call it, why is it called the Grand Red instead of like the red line, and like why has this change happened from 300 years ago? Why is the sea all kablooied like this? If any of the books
Very
that I came across
interesting.
while I was traveling with the gang or anyone, you know?
Yeah, so you do see, I guess I'll kind of go down the line there. First of all, with like the grand red thing, yeah, that is pretty noticeable. There's like there is still the red line marked on the left side of the map there. But yeah, that is a little bit strange. You would actively recall that there was a time long, long ago, far more than 300 years, where people of the South Blue believed that the red line, each side that they could essentially like sail to, were different land masses until explorers had connected the map and properly shown how the world was viewed. They thought they were two separate land masses, but the names endured of those different land masses. So you had the red line and the grand red, which by this point you do know that they knew that that was one solid landmass. What was the other thing you said was the sea that is all kablooey? Did you mean the Great Calm Sea up there at the top?
There's the Great Calm Sea, and then it says the North Sea, but this is a map of the South Blue. So how is this the North Sea if we're looking at the South Blue? But we know we're looking at the South Blue. But it's labeled, you know what I mean? Like everything seems to be like off its polar.
Gotcha. Yeah, that is another sort of old world term. It was just like the northernmost sea of the South Blue, essentially. It wasn't supposed to be like the true North Blue or anything like that. That's another one of those old world terms. But the Great Calm Sea is pretty interesting to you. And you you would actively recall that there was a great push to try to claim more of that area from the Sea Kings, more of that water territory at some point that the world government tried to organize. You don't wholly know the details about that operation, why it was the Great Calm Sea versus now the Calm Belt. Was there something else that you had pointed out?
Are these land masses bigger now than they were to this day and age as they were compared? Like, was Torino on this map way bigger of an island than when we visited it? Like, does it seem like any of these have been, I don't know, like made smaller over time?
Yeah, so naturally, it's a little less detailed than maps of the common age. With like Torino specifically, you don't notice that much differently, besides that the great tree in the middle of the island is not pictured like it is in most contemporary maps. Looking around, you kind of notice like others as well. You would know about Shunpo Island. It's unmarked and seems to be like uninhabited entirely. It's the island to the left of Batteria. And then most notably about the islands, which you would notice as your eyes drift toward where your ship would be, is that something seems off. There seems to be an island missing. Immediately, you feel like Pangaea, as small as it is just completely missing from this map. Comparatively speaking, it's still big enough to be pictured here, you would think. Additionally, though, it seems like Rashwan is further west than it is now. You kind of look down at the map and you look up as the ship is angled heading north. And you feel like there's something strange. You feel like on this map, Rashwan would be more westerly shaped. It's so obvious, the different placement in regards to that big Briss Peninsula Kingdom, which is also notably strange. The Briss Kingdom is a singular island.
That is, yeah, okay. I think the first thing I'm gonna do when I think the first thing I'm gonna do is then compare maps, try to get some of the lay of the land. I mean, we're on our way to the Rashwan Kingdom, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think the first thing Arthur would do then is he'd be like, I'm gonna get the history from the libraries and the folk there. That'll be my first order of business. That'll be all for the map, I guess. Thank Leadbelly. I'll be like, this is interesting. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, nothing's. I'm missing something. I can't put my finger on it, but it's like the pieces aren't lining up to how we've explored it. But when I get more information, I'll come back to you with it.
Yeah, Leadbelly will give Arthur a really reassuring look and be like, hey, I know you'll figure it out, my man. I know you've got this. And then he'll continue to his captain's quarters to look at the Rashwan map.
I'll chime in again real quick just to say, Cody, there is a modest library on this ship. You know it's down in the captain's quarters as well.
Yeah, if you want to follow us.
You could maybe see, yeah, what's in that trove.
Yeah, sure. I'll start trying to piece up whatever information I can about the Rashwan Kingdom and the Briss Peninsula Kingdom. And like, when did it become one singular island separated from the Grand Red?
Okay, so we got you three heading below deck. Kiryu, Mitch, is there anything you guys are going to do here above deck before we cut down there to join them? Or do you guys maybe want to head with too? Up to you.
Yeah, I would.
Mitch will probably. I don't know. I'll have Mitch follow them. I don't think he really has anything going on. I'll just have him. Fucking. He'll just be saying stuff as they walk down. I'm typing it out right now.
Okay. The ocelot is going to be at your heels, and the horse will kind of wicker to see his friend go away. But the horse does still seem calm as the ocelot heads off with you.
Josh?
Yeah, what you do?
Josh, also off of Kiryu's passive perception, you notice that Abyss is up in the crow's nest still, napping away, and able to do so thanks to your new umbrella backpack that you fashioned for him. And even from here, you can tell that it's doing what it's needing to be doing. It's angled right at the sun, giving Abyss proper protection so he can lounge here, which is rather unusual. Usually, it'd have to be down in the underbelly, rather. Excuse me.
The underbelly.
I don't know why I like that word.
Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah.
It's a good word. It's descriptive. But yeah, in that case, we'll cut back down here. You guys can come down over this way. As you do Tweedle Club back here is awake, and he's gonna hear you guys come down. He goes, "Oi, not feeling so good. Could I get a little dress in here?"
A what?
What he said?
I think he wants to put on a dress.
"My wound is festering. Could I get a little help dressing it, please?"
Wait, who gave
I'm
him
not a
medical
doctor.
treatment? Yeah, like who gave him medical treatment?
I believe it was Ty or Abyss. It was pretty bare. It was on the battlefield, but it was mostly just like some one of those two had bandaged him. I kind of forget
Okay.
that too at the moment. It was when the fight was winding down, though. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah.
So as he's asking for like help with his bandages and wounds, I'm gonna be like, I think I could do you one better now that I'm all rested up. You just have to take a positive. Well, cursed energy is negative energy, and so you can't heal anyone with it. But if you take it against itself and multiply it against itself, you can make positive energy from that, and that's the reverse curse technique. And then that gets him back 11 hit points. As I put a
Nice,
hand on him, babbling about this.
Mitch, I think Arthur is sick. He was like, it sounded like he was stifling a cough.
I think it's because he's a smoker.
He smokes those premium cigarettes, RDR2 style, baby. Open up
Yeah.
that satchel. I'm collecting cards over here.
Listen,
Sometimes
Sanji smokes.
Sometimes I want to
Yes.
smoke too, but I
Arthur
can't.
takes a big hit off his geek vape.
Is that the new elf bar? No.
We'll fashion that as you kind of changing his bandages as well. That definitely helps a ton. Apply some nice ointment to it, I guess, and he gets back to resting as you guys head back down. The F2 map was uncompleted. I just wasn't satisfied with it. I apologize. So I'm running without it today. But as you guys head down into there, along with Ty, you're going to first come across more like bumping and thumping. And you hear Jean shouting from inside the closet you've fashioned as a little brig of sorts.
Hey, guys, come on. Let's talk about this. I promise I can be an asset to the crew.
Oh yeah, we still got.
I forgot
we-
about. Wait, a big. Let
Guys,
this
I'm
be
getting
the-
really hungry and thirsty. Please, just a drop of water. Just a drop of water and a saltine cracker or something.
Let this be Glory's first meal.
I was just gonna throw him overboard.
I can feed him a bullet.
No, guys, don't do any of that. Come on, we can talk about this. I promise. I want.
Yeah, we're talking about how we're gonna kill you. Shut the fudge up.
Yo, Mitch is gonna go down. Mitch is gonna be like, I guess it would be better to eat a dead man rather than a man resisting. I think you
Yeah,
should shoot him.
it'll stress the muscles out. If I just shoot him, it'll be a nice meal for little Glory.
Oh my god, I didn't want to do this. Please. I have a son, I have a daughter, I have a wife. Don't kill me. Just let me go. I'm never going to speak a word of this.
Had a son, had a daughter.
I'll take care of them. Don't worry. I'll make sure to treat them right.
Yeah, what was your wife's name?
You're gonna stop.
Pretty sure she tasted sweet.
Her name is
Yo,
Sweetie.
that's
It's Sweetie. It's Sweetie Gray.
Yeah, I remember her. Good old sweetie.
Yo.
Yeah, she was a friend to all the guys around town. Guys, please just give me a second chance.
I think we're doing you a favor. That I don't even think you had a son and daughter.
I do. Their names
Listen.
are Max and Grace.
Oh, Mitch is in shock right now. What?
Did you name them, or did their father name them?
Okay. You guys want to push me to my limit? I didn't want to have to do this. I'm Special Agent Jason Steele with CP8. I demand you let me go under authority of the world government now, so I can report to my station safely.
As soon
And I
as
will
he
not
says
say anything about this.
As soon as he says CPA, I open the door. I fucking put a bullet between his eyes. I don't even hesitate. CPA comes up. I'm literally like,
It's like, wait. It's like
there's no way. I'm with CPA. Boom.
No.
So, after I fire the gun, I'm gonna turn to Leadbelly and Mitch and be like, "Okay, we got a real problem, boys. We need to throw this body overboard. And we need to actually keep. Oh my god!
No.
Arthur's gonna start pacing. He's a bit like, we don't throw it overboard.
Don't throw it overboard.
Then they can find it. Oh my god! We are so done for.
No,
we're not.
It's like that scene in Burn After Reading, which I guess spoilers. It's been out a while, but the Brad Pitt scene in the closet. If you guys know what it is, he like smiles. He's like, "Good, you guys gave me," and then bam, he's just dead.
Or like in Breaking Bad when he's like, "My name is ASAC Hank Straight." Boom.
Yeah,
like,
that one.
I'm like, all right. So Arthur's pacing. He's like, all right. So it's only that's only 1 below 9, and it's not 0. So that means there's no drag. Oh my gosh, grab this.
Yeah.
Okay, here. Oh, this is.
Calm down.
He's like handcuffed. His brains are bleeding out on the floor at this point. He's just
I
dead.
want to direct Glory to start eating. I'm like, let Glory eat him, and then we can burn the bones.
Yeah, Leadbelly, the minute he heard CP8, probably would have drawn his sword as well. Actually, no, I don't know if he would know about the I know he knows about the world government. I don't know if he would know about the CP agencies. Can I roll history?
Arthur would explain it to you.
Me.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
And if not, Arthur can explain, to me.
We gotta calm down.
Out of 15, you would know about CPA. You don't know too much about them. You know there's some sort of elite government agency of some sort, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm. So, Arthur, what more information can you tell me? Because obviously this guy was world government. There was no way we were keeping him alive.
All right. So the way normally throughout the world government, you have special operative. You have like the normal, I guess. The Navy branches out. You have like regular fodder, cannon fodder. They come after us, yada yada. And you have like your captains. Captains are like, oh man, these guys are a little strong, but they're nothing too much to worry about. And you got vice admirals. And vice admirals, while they might be putting you in a pickle, they might know some fancy schmancy swordsmanship. But you might be able to pull one up on them if you have the numbers. Then you have the admirals. There's 3 of them. If we're done for if we ever run into one of them. I'm just saying, they are the powerhouse of the Navy. It is a last resort call. It's basically like pressing the big red button that says, we're done for. But there are certain jobs that need to be done off the table, special forces, and CP 1 through 8 operates on those. And there's a certain organization that does things super off the table that apparently the government doesn't even... They won't acknowledge they exist, but it's called CP9. And if this guy's working for 8, what did we lock him in here for? I'm going to start ruffling through his belongings and be like, what was he doing here?
He was in prison.
8 agent.
From what I gathered.
But if he's undercover, what is he doing? Like, you got to imagine, Captain, they don't send just like, regular stuff 1 through 5. 8 is 1 below 9, and 9's the one that's like, we're like covert ops. They go secret mission. They go dark. Pew pew. It ain't good. This is not good news.
As I start ruffling through his belongings next to Glory eating his corpse, I'm gonna like go through his pockets and shit.
Ty O'Connor is just gonna listen to that, and he shakes his head, and he's like, guys, he was obviously just a desperate man who didn't want to die. Special Agent Jason Steele, that's the fakest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, that does sound fake. And I should know. I know
Jason,
fake names.
He just didn't want you guys to kill him. I don't know why you killed him. He was just desperate not to die.
Then he should have not said CP8. And like, I mean, come on. If you're world affiliated, world government affiliated like that is the worst cover up you could have made, especially with a pirate chant.
Well,
I guess he just misjudged.
I wanted to kill him personally because he's a coward.
Yeah, that's what I was going to tell him.
wanted.
I was going to throw him off the ship because if he falters in combat when he's supposed to be standing with us, there's no way he can join our crew.
I just killed him.
Yeah, the minute
he works for the government.
Yeah, you did the right thing, Arthur. I fully support your decision.
You cannot risk it. And I mean, even if it does sound like a fake name, CP8 is one below. I mean, we just can't risk that. I mean, imagine if Spanny said that. Imagine if, and then I squint over, and then I squint above deck. Imagine if Squint said that.
You're very weary of Squint.
Okay, I might believe that if Squint said it. I'll give you that. But guys, I mean, come on. He was just a normal dude. Of course he would surrender to the Marines. He didn't want to die there either. He was going to do whatever it took.
So lying about being in the Marines, I just don't believe it. I mean, he's got to have something on him that ties him back to this. Like,
check on him. But Ty, I think Arthur made the right call. We just made ourselves enemies of the world government.
Arthur, rifling through his pockets, you're not going to find anything. He's still in his Navy clothes, and the pockets are empty. Nothing on him.
Ty, I'm gonna be honest. When I first met you, I didn't like you. After having this conversation, I don't like you even more.
What about if because it's a Navy uniform, wouldn't his name be sewn onto it so I could see if the name Jason Steele was real? Like,
no, I think he took it off of a guard.
Yeah, he took that off the guard.
Okay.
He did do that. My mistake. He did do that. He's in the Navy garb. So yeah, you're just finding the identification of somebody else entirely and the belongings of somebody else entirely. You kind of vaguely.
I didn't want it to come to this. But I hear that maybe they hide like information in these guts, so have Glory open his stomach up.
Wow.
Okay. Glory, use your
not where I thought this was going.
Open his stomach up. I don't know if you would listen to that, I don't know. I haven't checked.
Meant to just be off a normal. I'll go ahead and go with the 8.
What is happening?
Glory looks up at you, Mitch, and looks down at the body.
It should be a 12 because they're unconscious.
Wait, say what?
Dead.
It should be the 12.
Yeah, no, he's fully dead. I'm just doing the attack roll kind of for like a different action.
Oh,
I'm still using that number. But off of an 8, she looks over her shoulder at you, Mitch, and then down at the body, and starts licking the blood that's leaking out of the bullet hole instead.
what? Use your steel claw attack, the one that you try to do to me. I was going to nick
No,
your steel
actually,
claw.
a different one. With a taste for blood now. Again, advantage. Glory roars with a taste of blood on her tongue now and rips a fine shred with her really sharp middle claw down Jean's belly. It's not like the full cut. You're going to have to work for it a little bit, Arthur, if you're really going to do this and commit. But Glory has done that hard part for you and created the opening.
You know, I can't risk it. I can't risk it. I'm going in.
Do what you need to do,
O'Connor
Arthur.
shakes his head and goes, "This is barbaric. Leadbelly, I'll meet you in your quarters." And he heads off on his own.
Yeah, piece of shit.
There might be something here. Maybe he ate something from somewhere. We can't risk it with this guy. You just can't risk it.
I'm rolling investigation. 3.
Oh,
We're really killing it today, y'all.
I'll help him search
Okay.
Mitch and what's his name?
You're opening like micro portals inside the dude's body and like in front of your eye to get like a glimpse. That could be cool.
Yeah,
I'm holding the
anything
sternum
that-
open with some Hana hands, like.
Oh my god.
Yo,
Arthur,
anything
go
that's-
ahead and roll me. In that case, roll me a 3rd investigation, and I'll take the highest out of all of those. That's hysterical,
Oh my God.
guys. What on earth?
Oh, good thing that was
okay.
it. Oh god.
It's the 16. No worries. It's the 16. It wasn't a particularly hard check to begin with. You just find guts, baby.
Oh man, he was a liar. Oh well, he was gonna die anyway. Weak men
Yeah,
cannot
yeah.
create the
There's
new
like
world.
blood and viscera now all over the floor. Glory is kind of licking at some entrails at this point.
Wow. I can't believe you did that. Killed an innocent man, Arthur. Crazy. No.
Mitch, you killed a grandma like not even yesterday. I think we need to
Yeah, but that's me.
maybe stop being so haphazard with killing people. Like maybe give him a chance to. I mean, this guy was gonna die either way, so not this guy, but maybe we should stop being as haphazard.
I
I just
understand.
thought maybe it smelt of adventure. Maybe like CP8 was here on some undercover mission, and like because
did
we
smell
killed
of
him,
adventure.
CP9 would be on our tail. Like I really felt it, Captain. I'm really sorry. I just like
No
you get
reason to
that feeling in your
apologize.
gut, the excitement in your bones. It calls to you. And feed
Yeah,
for it. A feed.
Yeah, if you hadn't
like
shot
that.
him, I would have decapitated him. Like the minute he said that he was part of the cipher poll, it was over for him. He chose the worst lie
I
to
don't
tell.
know. Also, I don't think he had a wife or kids, because you said
Well,
I
you
bet
know,
she
like
was-
I said,
you said I bet she was sweet, and then he said her name was Sweetie. Come
Yeah,
on.
I've definitely, done the deed with a girl named Sweetie before, but I don't think it was this dude's wife.
yeah, I mean Max and Grace. Like, I haven't met a girl named Grace ever.
Yeah, none of my
Tua,
kids are
Tua,
named
Tua,
that.
Tua, Tua.
Why name your kid Grace? When you can name them Glory.
Why do we have
You name
rooks
them
on us?
Arthur Jr.
Art. If I ever have a child, I'll name them Arthur. Just like that. And they'll be a junior, even though we're not any blood link.
All right, guys, I'm headed to my cabin. I'm gonna go find Ty.
I'm gonna go look in the library and see if I can find out more about this great.
That's in my
kingdom.
quarters. The books are all in my captain's quarters.
Great Breast Kingdom.
I think I'm gonna watch my head.
That's why I used my devil
Blood
fruit.
flicking off your head.
Yeah, so his body continues to bleed out in the brig fashion cabin. Leadbelly, as you enter your quarters, Ty O'Connor is sitting in one of the armchairs, not your chair at the main desk or anything, but he's there on the side, his arms and legs crossed, and his hard gaze finds you, and he is very clearly not happy. He goes, "What was that? That was crazy."
Was it? Ty, I told the whole crew. My goal is to bring down the world government. The man was lying, but he chose the worst lie to tell.
He was
There's no way we
desperate
could-
to live. Ty stands up and kind of like meets you as much eye to eye as you guys can get.
Listen, Ty. Weak men cannot create a new world or a new era. If he had turned on us already, he would have turned on us again if we accepted him into our fold. If we left him on the ship, he could have stole it or taken all of our money and ran. If he was on the field with us, who knows who would die because he wouldn't act when he needed to.
Then don't have him on the crew. Ty massages the bridge of his nose and he goes, "Oh, my father was right, and I'm sorry you are wrong. Weak people, though they are weak, are the foundation of the new world. Just cast him off in Rashwan once we got there. You didn't need to hang on to him. But so be it. You decide your own way. You are your captain. And that brings me to what I wanted to talk to you about in the first place. I think it's time I make my leave.
If you feel that way, you feel that way. I'm not going to twist your arm to get you to stay. I've appreciated every bit of help you've given my crew. And as I said, the invitation is always open. If at any point you want to come back and join us, so be it. I'll welcome you with open arms. Because we're friends.
He has a pretty clearly conflicted smile, but it is warm and it is sincere. And he has to just place a friendly hand on your shoulder. And he's like, Leadbelly, you've struck me and changed me in ways I never really thought to change. It appears I must head home. First, I must find my steed. I don't even know if he's still alive. Hope to find him in this big sea.
I'm sure you will.
Well,
Your dog's out there.
Thank you. Yes, dog. Look, that's beside the point. And now he puts his hand on your other arm and sort of like boxing you in, and he's like, Leadbelly, these are very dangerous times. And for a pirate, for a runaway, for you, these times are only going to get more dangerous, especially after that stunt in the city. Part of me yearns to stay by your side, I admit it, but my people need to be warned.
I understand. And don't worry. I've surrounded myself with a bunch of dangerous people, one might say. I think we'll be okay. But get to your people, warn them, and maybe we'll meet up again. Where is where is this place that you're going anyway? What is it called?
Fishman Island, my home at one of the ends of the Grand Line. It's where I came from, where I ran away from, and where I now run back to, it would seem. Fate is a fickle thing, isn't it, Leadbelly?
It is. If we ever make our way to your home, I hope to see you there.
You undoubtedly would. Just tell me this. In any form, no matter how ugly, would you still consider me friend?
Of course. We've shed blood together. That's not a bond one can break, even through terrible actions.
I admit, my friend, I'm fighting not to shed tears now. Thank you, and please. I don't mean to tell you what to do. You're the navigator of your own course now.
I'm not a navigator. Oh,
but,
okay, I see what you're saying.
colloquially, friend.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all I mean. Just think about mercy from time to time, too. And be well.
Leadbelly just nods at him, taking in what he said, pondering.
All right. With that, he's going to kind of solemnly make his way out of your quarters. He's going to head past all of you guys, if you're still down there, head up, and away.
Yo.
Kiryu, are you still up on deck?
Yep. Can you hear me?
What are you doing? Yeah, I can hear you. What are you doing?
Like right now, I was just fidgeting with my gun, my sword gun.
I'm going
Right,
to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead, Leadbelly.
Oh no, I was just saying. I'm going to take down the map of the Rashwan Kingdom and make my way back up here towards Arthur and Mitch, and tell them that whenever they're done doing whatever they're doing, to meet me up on deck, and then I'll go back up top.
All right. Arthur, did you want to check out those books real quick before we do that?
Yeah, I also want to take a minute to clean up the mess I made.
Okay. Yeah, he's still, so the bleeding is slowing down, but I mean it's a big pool of blood, and the wood of the ship is just eating it up, especially down here on this lowest deck.
Oh man. Yeah.
I guess that would fall under like survival. Like I'm not really sure. How do you want to do this?
I can do a survival check, yeah. Or I could do
Well, it just depends how you want to do it. Just just role play it out.
yeah, I guess I would just get a mop bucket and a rag, and I'd just start washing it up, and I'd get a barrel, empty barrel, put his body parts and his body part, all of that in the barrel so that it wouldn't like leak. And I'd get ready to burn it and put it out to sea, and just wash it up with a rag and bucket.
Okay, nice. In that case, after you do all that, you get that ready. If you want to check out those shelves of books, I'll take one more investigation. It won't be a hard check
Ooh.
at all.
Oh man.
Since you've already kind of got like prime knowledge. Yeah.
Man.
More than enough. Let me refresh myself. What was it you were looking for? Was it the North Sea thing you were looking for, or the Grand Red in the encyclopedias?
I was looking for the Briss Peninsula Kingdom and why it's just an island now. Like when it would have broken off.
Right. Yeah, so as you are browsing through those encyclopedias and art texts and all of the sort, you come across one just general history of the South Blue, and as you start skimming through it, it doesn't go into too much detail into things. It sort of gives like a little snapshot of certain events, certain dynasties, certain figures of history here. And one of these events is a great earthquake. It struck in the year 1250, and it is noted as having changed the sea levels in the South Blue, shifting land masses of sorts. And most notably, growing the South Blue, essentially growing what would later become the Sorbet Kingdom.
Sorbet Kingdom. Something.
As you're reading along that, you might look back at that map again, and yeah, you realize in the Eastern Bay, in addition to all the other differences you've noticed, the Sorbet Kingdom is just completely omitted.
Can't be. No, it exists. We've had. There's literal cuisine from there. What's going on? Why is there no text of this? This. What?
1250 though was that date for the earthquake, right?
Yes.
Well, is there anything else of importance that happened in that year that I can find in the library? other than the earthquake, I guess, like, is there any like big other like world shaking events that also happened?
As you're skimming
Notable.
through it, nothing that really pertains to the South Blue that was world shaking. The earthquake was literally and figuratively about it. Other than that, before then, the South Blue was kind of at like the apex of a miniature golden era. It wasn't quite as luxurious as a true golden era, but it was comfortable and it was pretty lax growth, but it was steady, solid growth all the same. And that earthquake kind of changed a lot for all the kingdoms of the South Blue. One other fact you'll pick up from this is that it had an effect on the Sea King's territory up north, and that, despite the ultimate attempts from the world government to push them back from those lands, it was this earthquake that pushed the beast back. From this trove of texts, even off of a 12 was pretty good given the easy check. You're kind of having a hard time finding other relevant information here. But like you said earlier, you do know that there are spots of great renown in terms of their libraries of books and historical texts. So potentially there could be, some more answers there. Because another thing that jumps out at you, remembering the Sorbet Kingdom is missing, is that Rashwan and Sorbet had a pretty bloody conflict in living memory.
Mm-hmm. All right. I don't know if there's anything else I need, or if I should be looking up. Is there anything else I was supposed to look up, guys, that you can think of?
Not that I could think. It had been a long minute since I actually looked at that map, if I'm honest.
All right.
Oh, did you look up why it was called the Red Grand? Or did you find anything on that?
They originally thought it was separate land masses.
Oh, okay. That's dope.
Okay, in that case, if you're done perusing this little modest library, you can head back out and whatever you're going to do next, Arthur, we're going to head back up to the main deck where it sounds like everybody is kind of congregating. Check back in with everyone up here before we segue back to that.
Yeah, I'm going to sprawl out the map and have everyone come look. So if you want to give everybody perms to see it, I'm going to pull it up on stream.
Word. As you do and come out, Ty is already by Kiryu, and he's like, well, taking off, friend.
Oh, no.
It's been fun while it's lasted, but I'm gotta go find an old friend and head home, it seems. And he extends his hand to you.
Yeah, I shake his hand. It's been a pleasure, my man.
Safe travels to you all, and tell Mystical it was very nice to meet him as well. I hope he recovers well. Same to your brother, Ham.
I forgot that
And
guy's
with
name was
that, he
Ham.
just he'll give you
Goodbye,
guys a
Ty.
last wave and dive over the side, swimming off on his own as you guys keep heading north there. Let me open up those perms for all you guys real quick.
Yeah, let me know when you guys get on there.
Should be with all of you at this point. Let me know if it's there.
Map of the Rashwan Kingdom.
And Leadbelly's going to be pointing and be like, since we're coming from the north, it looks like we're going to hit like right near the main kingdom. But I don't think it's a good idea to land anywhere near there, if I'm honest.
I mean, why not?
That's where the most heavy naval presence would be, my guess.
Nah, don't worry about it. We don't have bounties yet.
That is true. But we did just attack a naval base.
Hold on, look at how this map is, though. If we're coming from the north side, then we'd come in through Moorkeep and not the Castle Rashwan. Because the end stands for north.
I will say, disregard that compass. That was made. That was put in when I had a slightly different vision. So north will just kind of be standard north.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
Yeah, so
My
you're
mistake,
right.
I'm
No,
sorry.
you're right.
I just noticed that.
You're right, though. Since we're headed north, we'll be coming in through the wetlands. And whatever this little thing down at the bottom, I'm not going to lie, I can't see what the text is on the little, like...
Old Beach Haven is what it says.
That may be the place to land, and then make our way north. Get the lay of the
Maybe it
land.
might be abandoned, and that's why it's an old beach haven. Maybe there might be hot honeys bathing in the sun.
No, you know the way to my heart there, Arthur.
Yeah, it's the way to your heart is like you like go down your chest, and then through your ribs, and then through your lungs, and then there it is.
I do miss performing for a crowd. Kiryu, Mitch, what do you think? We should be closing up on it soon.
I want to know where we can find the finest where do all the rich people live?
That would be the kingdom, my guess. But the plan is to head there eventually.
You could run, I guess. Well, yeah, just based off of some common context, yeah, you could guess that the big landmarks here, especially the capital, would likely have one. You notice that town in the center, or that city in the center, big town. Those sizable type of landmarks usually indicate some form of city, which would usually correlate with wealth. If you want to think specifically, any of you guys can send out a general history check. Should be good.
All right.
I am the Arthur. I am the Morgan.
Yeah, I have nothing.
No!
Damn. Rough. Yeah,
I'll try to.
Arthur.
This doesn't exist.
Arthur, you kind of sum up. You're like, in your head, you're just like, man, I have a feeling this place is poor as dirt. And Josh, Kiryu thinks it wasn't too tough of a roll, but a Nate still wouldn't totally pass it. So you're not too sure about the Rashwan Kingdom. I guess you haven't heard too much about it. But you would remember that Old Beach Haven is the place that Kiryu left that note about, that Revan had said he received that arm from a merchant from. And then Leadbelly with a 15. You recall a tale you heard at the, we'll say it was at the wrestling match where you first met Mitch, pre-session 1. Just somebody in the crowd had said that there was big money down in Big Town, one of the chief cities of the Rashwan Kingdom, and that there was kind of a growing hub there for wealth to accumulate, and rebolster the Roshuan economy.
I share that information with Mitch and make like the money hand at him, like rubbing my thumb and forefinger together, like, hey, money. So if we land at that old beach place and make our way north towards the kingdom, we could definitely hit Big Town and have another stealing competition. Maybe this time with less murder, though. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on how it goes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I don't mind.
sure.
I want to steal. No, I don't want to steal. I want to sell. I want to sell.
At a 15 as well, I'm going to add on a little bit. You're going to recall from your limited time with the ex-Captain Rivers that he hails from the wetlands. So considering that territory on the map, you can see that Moore Keep is the capital of that region there. And it's sort of down toward your way a little bit.
All right, crew, it's your call. We landed at Moore Keep or Old Beach Place. I share this information with the crew as well.
Me personally, I want to go to Old Keep. I want to go to Old Beach Place.
As you guys are getting a little closer to, I want to interject on Kiryu and Arthur's passive. As you guys get closer to the Roshuan Kingdom, you do kind of see this one settlement down the coast pretty readily. And then further up the coast, not matching anything on the beach region depicted on the map, there seems to be another settlement, let's say about halfway up the beach portion where it narrows out there.
So yeah, I'm just gonna follow the fever card. No matter what.
Yeah, that's still just drifting north, same steady direction as you guys. Slow going, the wind's not totally at your rear, but you are pushing along steadily toward it.
Well, let's prepare to land, y'all. We got a little bit left to go. But it seems like we got a good idea. We're going to land at that old beach place. Figure out what we can from there, and then we'll head for the direction of Kiryu's Beaver card. Keep following that. It seems to be leading us in the right direction. Now the question is, when we get there, who's staying on the ship? Because I'd like to have the main crew with me. I think Spinny and the brothers could hold down the fort here. They're both good. Spinny and the one that's standing, Ham, good fighters.
Until Club's back on his feet, I must stay close and be his guard.
Can I trust you to look after my boat?
I'll look after the belly boat, yes, sir.
Alrighty, thank you. And Arthur, I think we should take Squint with us.
Oh, finally part of the away team. He does the little heel clip. He's like, woo!
Captain, you can't be serious. I mean, look at him. He's Squint. He's got a bounty. Everyone will recognize him. This is a terrible idea.
I give Arthur a very steely-eyed look, and a very, very small mouth grows on his earlobe and whispers in his ear, "You want to keep an eye on him. We need to take him with us."
That was badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Captain Leadbelly to the max.
Yeah, it was.
Squint's not really paying attention to this. In fact, he's so excited to be part of the away team now. He's dancing and just pacing over here.
I never really got acquainted.
Oh, go ahead.
Visually, I never really got acquainted with Squid. I only met him one time, and he was blabbering at me like a woman. But he was complaining about Spinny.
Yeah, we all complain about Spinny, but he's proven his merit.
I don't.
Yeah, Captain, thanks. That helps after the douchebag comment earlier.
Oh, you're still a douchebag, but you're becoming my douchebag.
He just stares at you a second, and then he breaks, and he smiles, and he's like, God damn it, okay, I'll take it, that's good.
It's growth. Yeah, like he recognizes the growth.
No check necessary. He can't hold it together. He likes that.
So that's the situation here. Okay.
Yeah, well, judging by the distance to land, you've still got about 2 hours left until then. Kiryu, was there anything that you wanted to... I think there was some stuff you might have wanted to show off or get done.
Kiryu, my good old friend, buddy, old pal, old friend of the sea. I have 2 revolvers that eat bullets. I would love some bullets. Please, oh whoa.
Did they give you bullets last session?
You did give me bullets last session, but we have rested, friend, and, you know, as cool as 26 bullets are, more than 26 would be even better.
Yeah, sure, I can make more.
Heck yeah. I love you, Kiryu.
Love is a word that's really thrown around in this group.
Holy smokes, 50 bullets. Guys, that's 50 bullets.
Let's go. Leadbelly is going to spend the remainder of his time before the island practicing his giant Hana move. So out of the ship, you guys will see like giant limbs growing, like feet, some hands. And he's not quite getting it down completely. Like they're bursting after a short moment.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, cool.
Hey, you know, there was this time at a wrestling match, there was this guy. He had white hair like you, Leadbelly.
Oh, yeah?
I think, yeah, he was, it was called Yiga or something. And he was talking a lot of smack to me, heckling a lot. I whooped his ass. It was crazy. I dog walked his ass. Oh, sorry. Wait, can I say that now?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
We've been able to curse for like an hour and a half. You're good.
Yeah, that was a very memorable moment. I hope we run into hecklers as pirates.
I do too. It sounds very interesting. I wish I could say that we might be related, but I'm pretty sure I'm the last of my family's name. I mean, there's a possibility I've got some kids out there, but if I do, I don't know about them.
I have children, and I do know about them. I just don't care.
Oh my god!
I don't. Wait, what? You have children?
Angel's filling the
Crazy
deadbeat dad
out
of the crew role.
Well, now we know that there are 2 of them.
Yep.
Well, Angel. Well, Mitch, it sounds like the call of adventure was more powerful than the love for your children, and I respect that. The call for the title.
Love? Who said anything about me loving them? I just told you I don't care about them. What makes you think I love them?
No shot.
But yeah.
Who man
I
in the
did
chat?
want to talk to you.
I don't know. I don't know their names. I don't know their mother's names. I don't know nothing about them.
Wait, what? How did that happen?
What do you mean?
How? What? You don't even know the ladies' names?
Hey, I wasn't there for their birth. You know what I'm saying? And as for the
Yeah,
ladies,
but
I mean, it's look at me. I'm Iron Mitch. You know, it happens.
As a man who was raised on daddy issues galore, you're an awful man, Mitch.
Arthur, I'll take it since it's coming from you.
I
Are you
just want you to
saying?
know that, like, you might think it's making him stronger, but like, you're not.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Okay. All right.
Like, there's like, be real with me. There's no way you would actually like not at least write a letter, right? Like, if you definitively
know what?
knew, because like if you don't definitively know, that's entirely different. Like, you don't know, but like if you know, that just makes you terrible, terrible, terrible. Hawk tua.
Just for you, I'll meet my child on this island, Rashwan. I'm pretty sure one of my groupies lived here. Let's do this.
Wait, what? Lore, you've been here? You have a kid here? Wait,
I mean, I've never been here. I just said I'm pretty sure they came from here, so they might be here. My child.
I'm taking notes as much as y'all are right now. Good to know. Hell yeah.
Oh my God, Mitch.
My man is an international man of mystery, low-key. I love it.
He's literally Austin Powers. If Austin Powers was a wrestler.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
You think they would be jealous of Glory? I don't think Glory should come if they would be jealous of Glory.
Are you gonna treat Glory better than your? Are you gonna treat Glory any different than you would your child? Don't answer that, Mitch. That was a rhetorical question.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, Mitch was like, but it was good. He was pondering it.
I hope you would treat a human child differently than you treat. And he looks over at the ocelot of Glory.
Of course, as long as they're big fans.
What if they don't like wrestling?
They don't like
Mitch,
wrestling.
what if you have a girl?
So
You'll
real
see
quick,
Mitch
sorry.
is like, he'll have like the Anel face at the girl shit.
The Anel face?
Yes, he'll be in disbelief that you even said.
Mitch, that's an entire possibility. There are two options. It's not just your evidence, son. Oh my God.
yeah, it's a 50-50 chance.
I can't have a daughter. I can have a son, but I can't have a daughter. I can meet a son. I can't meet my daughter.
Mitch thinks he can choose.
Even Spenny just comes up and he's like, "Man, this is some really interesting logic you have, Mitch. You are one. You've lived a seasoned life, haven't you?"
No, not until I have that belt around my waist. Then I'll say that. But as for now, I've been chilling.
Ham just pipes up and starts chanting for you. Iron Mitch! Iron Mitch! Iron Mitch!
Okay. Keep chanting.
Is Leadbelly back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Heck yeah. So what you might miss is that Mitch doesn't know that he could have a daughter because he just thought he can choose.
Oh, I heard everything.
Okay, good. I've been losing it.
Mitch, even I, and my, what did you call that earlier? Educated? And my not educated self know that you can't choose. It just comes out how it comes out.
Listen, I got the semen of a Johnson. You understand? We only produce males.
No.
You only raised males.
Yeah.
Mitch, I can tell you scientifically that's not possible.
Well, we gonna see.
I guess we will.
Oh my god, guys, he's gonna meet his son, and it's gonna be an Okama, and he's gonna lose.
Exactly. He's gonna kill his own son.
Kiryu.
Oh my god.
$50 says I can $50 says I can recruit Mitch's kid.
Yeah. Oh my god. I love that dude.
But anyway, yeah, let's
Huge
have
new lore. I hope everybody was here live today.
Maybe we'll run into
apparently the
any alliance
Johnson
with
clan.
God.
The Johnson clan is the opposite of Amazon Lily. They only have males on the island.
Yeah.
No, bro.
They come from Amazon Dilly.
Amazon Billy.
Dilly. Amazon Diddy.
No.
Oh. Lock up the baby oil.
I'm a
we derailed at this point.
enough about my child or children. Dang. But how long until
Leadbelly, do you have kids?
Maybe. I mean, it's a possibility.
Kiryu, do you have kids? The silence is louder than anything I've ever heard.
What did he say?
listen here, Arthur.
Kiryu, do you have kids?
I think Kiryu or Shiryu is into the masculine type. You understand what I'm saying?
That's a lie.
He said that's a lie.
Oh, my apologies for assuming.
You have kids then, right? Kiryu?
I shouldn't have.
Wait, Arthur, do you have kids?
Well, I got a boy I watch after. His name is Jack. Not more than 4 or 5 years old, but he ain't my blood. I ain't never had the pleasure since Abigail, but that's a story for another time.
Spenny steps over and he's like, "Oh, so you're the dad that stepped up?"
I mean, his father's a good man. You don't talk about that man like that. He's like a brother to me.
I could be.
No. Major respect. I had a stepdad, and he steps up to you and he extends his fist, and he's like, "Major respect, dude."
I go to extend my fist. I'm like more of an uncle, but I mean, I guess like I was just like.
Oh, he puts his fist down. Oh, I didn't have one of those.
Sucks to be you.
You can consider me uncle.
And then I extend my fist
so
back out, and
bad.
I'm like, you do now.
You do.
What? Oh,
That's right, Spinny.
thumb fist.
Mitch and
Thumb
Arthur.
fist, but he doesn't really understand until afterward.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
That's right, Spinny. Mitch and Arthur are your uncles, and I'm your pappy.
I think I might be older than some of you guys. I don't know. I think I'm definitely older than you, Captain. No offense.
Wait, how old are you? Smitty?
Let me double check.
Wait, Spinny, do you have kids?
He's 34. No, I don't have any kids.
Damn!
I'm a virgin.
You're old, Smitty.
And
We have a new. Listen, Kiryu, I know finding your sister is important, but like
We have a new mission.
this is of the utmost importance right now.
What? I just want to have sex.
no.
The spinning at the brothel has begun.
That explains why you're so strong.
Yeah, I just dedicate myself to the craft. I beat up nerds and here and there a really strong dude. That's about it. I thought about
I'm just 20.
having
I'm 20.
luck.
I'm 28. I can't be your uncle.
I'm 22 and I'm
Not-
still your
not-
pappy.
Not true. You could be his uncle because, like, his daddy could. The way family trees work, you definitely could be. Like, you don't have to be directly like related to him, just his daddy. So, like, you definitely could be his uncle. Anyway,
That's fair.
yeah. Also, uncle by like through familial bonds and like just being there for one another. That's what it means. Why did you roll that?
I wish my family knew
If I could get one from everybody, please.
We're dead. We're dead. Oh my god, guys, I'm rolling awfully today. I have a plus fucking 8 to that.
Why?
That's another 3, yeah.
How could they?
Ham, no!
Ham's dead. R.I.P. Oh, you got to do one for the other brother that's incapacitated.
They're in bed, so I'm gonna forego theirs, his and Mystical's, just because they're horizontal. But 9. I accidentally did Squint's private, but he rolled a 9 as well.
Also, Squint gets private rules, huh? Yeah, we gotta kill this man. Yeah, no,
I did not mean to. I did not
No.
mean to, but he did get a
No.
9.
That's
so
really
he is going
suspicious,
to
ToriMori.
fall over prone. Spenny will fall over prone. Leadbelly, you keep your feet. Arthur, you fall over prone. Same to Mitch. Same to Kiryu.
What are you guys doing? Get up!
It wasn't a nat 1, so Ham is like ever so lucky. He just has a -1 to that roll, so he'll just regular fall over as well. I'll forego the 4-legged creatures too, as well as Abyss, who's pretty snug up in the crow's nest at the moment.
We are fucked.
What is this?
He's hurting the ship.
Okay. As you guys take this blow, everybody, so just Leadbelly really will be able to still look overboard from his position, and he notices a rather large mass collide into the side of the ship and then dart around and scurry underwater out of sight once again.
Everybody up on your feet. I'm pretty sure there's a Sea King out there. Because something just hit the ship. I'm going to walk over and help Kiryu stand up.
Yeah, things calmed down after that impact. It shook. You guys probably would hear Tweedle Club from below going, "Oi! What was that? What's going on? Are we under attack?"
Yeah, there's some kind of monster!
Some kind of monster? What was it?
I don't know. Could be a Sea King. What were you saying, Kiryu?
Yeah, I'm saying I'm alright. But that pretty much looks like a Sea King.
It was a big old shadow. I can't do much when it's in the water. I don't have any range attacks. If we can get it out of the water, though.
Well, I have a gun.
All of a sudden, to your left, a big tendril-looking thing, almost like the arm of a kraken, slams up and wraps itself down on the front end of the ship over here, sending another shockwave through. If I could get another deck save, this time at advantage, please, everybody.
Oh yeah.
Finally, a good roll.
Yeah, let's go, babies.
Good enough.
Yeah.
No, Josh, I'm afraid you don't.
Do it. No.
Oh, right.
Okay, you all players pass. I'm going to do the NPCs here now, as well as this big eel-like thing suddenly now draped across your deck is a little more easily visible. It's got one big expressive blue eye that just like darts around and looks at each one of you in turn, and it slowly slithers back into the depths of the sea where it just like whipped out from, just kind of caving in a little bit of the deck, just denting it slightly, but really doing damage to that banister there. It pretty well completely crushed that tiny little section right there.
What we need to pick up the pace and get there, I think.
Yeah, Mitch gonna take the helm and gonna grab Glory. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, I'm gonna run down
Okay,
to like the
Tweedleham
main part of the
alone
ship.
falls back down. But Spenny and Squint kept their feet.
Since I'm standing next to him now, I'll pick.
We-
I'll help him get back up.
It was very nice of you. Thank you, Captain. Thank you. I appreciate it. What's going on? What was that beast?
My guess is a sea king. We'll catch it though. Probably eat it.
If any of you guys want to roll a nature check, especially after getting a glimpse of it there, roll it for me to identify that. Mitch, I'll also take a water vehicle from you. Flat. Nice. Okay, Leadbelly, from your time in the Torino Islands, there would be days where you would sit on the beach and look at the beautiful wildlife. And sometimes you would see some not so beautiful wildlife. And you remember your foster father warning you about the South Blue giant lamprey, which are these rather carnivorous beasts that would go after ships that they thought that they could take on. They're really big on attacking different ships and not so much thinking about the people on board. They're more focused on the vessel itself. Nice critical roll on that one.
Oh, thank you. Guys, what we have here is a South Blue lamp. It doesn't permit light like most lamps do, though. It really just eats people and attacks ships.
So lamp prey.
Yes, a lamprey. Thank you, Kiryu. That's what I meant. Yeah, but a giant. Like, imagine big, and its teeth are very sharp. But I mean, as long as we can keep it on the deck, I think we can do some real damage to it.
Thanks to that 16 from Mitch, the lamprey is going to be rolling at disadvantage just for the next two attacks. All right, there we go. At an 8, you guys, whoever is standing and able, looking over the sides, would see the big shape dart up and sort of splash, break the surface of the water as it clearly tried to bust into the ship and clamp its jaws onto it again. But with Mitch at the helm now, it actually misguided and drifted just past the rear of the ship and submerges again out of view underwater. There will be no initiative for this combat section, so just sort of call it out as you guys think of it. More of a, like, yeah, just whatever you guys think of.
All right, I'm gonna mark him with Deadeye. And this is the first time I'm gonna do this.
I'll say it's underwater right now, so run me a basic flat active perception to be able to do that. Or you could just have it readied for once it's fully visible. But I tell you the truth, with a 14 that passes the check, you see it slithering around underwater, so I'll allow that Deadeye to go ahead and be activated.
Oh, let's go, dude.
Now that it's at the 5th level, when I hit him, I can do an extra D8 damage to him on top of the other D8 I get from Persistent Strike. And
I'm gonna. Look, guys, this is crazy. I'm gonna fan the hammer twice into him.
Damn.
Kiryu, you and Arthur are definitely going to come in handy in this. Some of us don't have ranged capabilities.
I'm gonna simultaneously run another attack just to roll concurrently with your attacks. It's not going to affect you in any way, Arthur.
Just it's that one. Well, I can only use it once per turn, so I can only fan the hammer once, and then I can extra attack. So I'll fan the hammer once then. It'll give me my 3, and then I'll attack again. And with that second attack, sure, I'll show off a little bit for everyone. Throw a lightning arrow out with my bullet. And then also with this, there's another thing I do.
And whereabouts are you doing this? Are you over here on the port or starboard side?
I'll move to this side. I don't know which side that is. I'm looking for my other thing, but it lets me roll the higher of the attack. Is it gunslinging? It is. So I'm going to roll these at advantage. And then I'm going to turn my advantage off for the lightning arrow.
Hell yeah.
So Arthur pulls out his revolver, the Gojo engraved crest on there, the Gojo clan's crest. He starts chanting as he fires each bullet. Phase, Parameter, Eyes of Twilight, 9 ropes. And then he lets out the /48. It'll be 12 plus / oh, wait. 48 on hit, or half as much on a miss. So I roll it as a regular weapon there. It hits the 48, and then it makes a dexterity saving throw.
The lamprey does?
Yep, so it'll take 48 lightning damage on a hit, or half as much on a miss. And then whether I hit or miss, it'll take an additional 2d8. /R4. We'll just do 68.
He got that nasty 9, dude.
So it'll take all of this at full. /R6d8. So
Damn.
that last bullet will crack out with lightning, as you'll say, hollow purple. It'll fire out like a purple bolt of fucking lightning out of the gun, like a bullet. And that'll be 12 plus 34. The 20 hit, right?
Yeah, everything hit except for the 12.
Okay, so yeah. Then I'm gonna do my Deadeye mark, which is an extra 1 d8, and then my persistent strike, which is another 1 d8.
I will say, let me back you up just 1 second. Since the lamprey is in water and there's a lightning element to it, go ahead and popcorn those 2 critical dice for me instead. The 2 that you rolled 8 on for 2d8 extra damage.
Oh, so just roll. What does that mean, popcorn? Just roll another.
Roll 2, yeah. Roll another 2d8.
Holy shit! Okay, that's crazy.
Guys, Arthur just fucking one-tapped this thing.
Wow.
I'm not done yet. I have
51 damage so far. 51 damage so far, by the way.
Before you expend anything else, I want you to revel in this incredible display as you stand up on the banister and you fire down. The lamprey comes into view before you, and it does bash into the boat slightly, but you are so rock steady you get to bypass that deck save. You continue that attack, and that lightning bolt sears through it. You see it give a spasm that accentuates all the muscles on its body, and as you see the arc of lightning kind of shoot out from different parts of the lamprey's body, it dies very clearly. It turns into this black mess that just floats off into the current.
Oh my god.
Insane display.
That's our historian. I nudge Ham. I'm like, you see that? That's the crew you're following right now. Let's look at this. Look at this.
And then as like I go to holster my weapon, I do a little Doc Holliday spin and then a little blow on the fucking tip of the pistol. Anyone call for some calamari? And then I holster my revolver.
That was bad.
I clap for Arthur. I grow hands out from my body clapping as well, so it sounds like multiple people clapping. I'm like, good show!
Guys, I can only do that combo one more time. It's kind of I'm tired. I'm hurt. Oh shit.
Unfortunately, you guys feel another jolt on the ship. This one not as violent as some of the previous ones. And you see here toward the front of the ship more lapping around the water as another one of these lampreys is viciously constricting around the stern. Or whatever that's called. I always get those two mixed up.
The bow, I believe. Isn't it?
The bow for Davos. There we go. I'll remember it now.
Group 2 return win? No. That's no good.
Eyes emoji.
Right.
There is another one, and it's constricted and done 10 more damage to the hull of the belly boat.
Fuck.
Can I shoot
Guys,
it?
Can you shoot it? Yeah, of course.
Right, perfect.
Spenny and Ham are actually gonna head up this way with you.
The attack's so good. Can I just say, guys, we're level 5 now. You can feel it.
Can you feel it?
As the lamprey is there constricted on the front of the ship, Kiryu, you shoot it for that 8 damage. Very nice, and it goes and swims away underwater once again.
You think it's going to attack again, or?
Mitch, I see that water vehicles, you guys are making good pace now. The lamprey attacks are going to come at disadvantage once again.
Hey, Squid, maybe you help out. God damn.
I've been staring all night. I'm exhausted, but what do you want me to do? Just point and shoot.
Well, I tell you what, I pointed, I shoot it, I killed one. How about you kill the other one?
Okay, get the mean thing above deck again. Let's lure it above deck.
All right, this sounds like a plan. Man, I miss Ty O'Connor. He could have dragged it out of the water. I miss that guy.
I never thought I'd say it, Spenny chimes in, but he's like, me too. I really wish you were here right now.
Spenny, we're gonna have to go in the water and drag it out.
I'm not fucking doing that.
Yeah, I don't think getting in the water with it's a good idea. How about we do this? And I hana some limbs on the edge of the ship and like move them back and forth like a worm.
You could make a net of your arms. You can make
That's
a net
good
of your
advice.
arms, Captain, for when he comes up, so we can focus an attack on it.
Can't do that yet. Leadbelly doesn't have that ability yet.
Well, I mean, at least you can give us the heads up so we can prepare to strike.
Oh yeah. But if it bites those arms, it's gonna hurt me. Oh well. I just keep like waving the arms.
Oh, it's like a lure. Yeah, it's like we're fishing.
Yeah.
Wow, insanely good for its stats, but still not good enough. Yeah, Leadbelly, as you're doing that, you're going to notice a dark shape taking form and growing bigger and more clear as it comes up, enticed by whatever's going on, whatever the ship's got going on above water right now. That looks great to it.
As it breaks the water surface, jumping up, I would like to recall the arms. Do I need to roll like acrobatics or anything for that?
No, I'm going to say that part of things is primed. You're ready to just snap your arms back in, but it comes straight up and clamps its jaws out on open air. How are you guys going to get it now onto the deck of the ship as it starts to... It comes fully out of the water, about, 15, 18 feet long, and it's just kind of in midair and about to fall back to the water.
Allow me to grow a giant hand that can grab this thing and throw it up onto the ship. I'd probably have to... I don't know what I'd roll for that, but...
I was going to say Mitch should form a portal as it's falling below.
Oh, yeah.
And then just...
drop it on the deck.
Yeah, I would go with either of those, whichever you guys want to pick between.
I think Mitch's portals are more of a guaranteed thing, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I'll make Mitch move in whatever direction he needs to for the lamprey, and he will make the portal under it.
Okay. I'm going to say this is slightly similar to like the bounty hunter ship, not nearly as tough as that little mini game was. Of course, this is a lot smaller than that entire ship was. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a sleight of hand because this thing is like slippery and wriggly, so for it to get like fully through the portal, I'm gonna call that a sleight of hand. 1 devil fruit charge.
Fine. That's what it.
Okay, so where on the deck are you gonna try to deposit it? Like over here or just right there on the helm deck? Okay. It slips into the portal, but it kind of like catches on the edge. And you guys see like half of it over here in like this half of the portal kind of caught above the water, and then like half of it through the portal over here like wriggling around on deck. But it's slowly slipping out.
I'm gonna close the portal. Yeah. I'm closing it right there. I'm closing it right there.
For 1 more devil fruit charge, I'll say, with the quickness for you to close that portal. I'll let you just snap it shut.
What? Oh man, I don't want to use a charge, bro. I'm cool. He's gonna stay up.
Kiryu, is there anything you're gonna try to do, seeing that lamprey down there?
I mean, if the portal closing doesn't work, I'm just gonna shoot it. Yep. Does that it?
Okay. Unfortunately, that doesn't meet his AC. You fire, it goes through that portal.
Well, shit.
To still honor that idea, Mitch, if you had gone with the devil fruit charge route, it would have just been an insta kill. But the portal still shuts on the thing. On that random luck roll, I'm going to say it knocks off that much health from it as you clip off sort of like its essentially like jaw. I know it doesn't really have a jaw, but you clip off a big chunk of its mouth and it starts bleeding in the water and scurries off. Seared, there's sort of a seared, nasty smell in the air from the chunk that's left behind, just sort of floating there in front of you, Mitch. The belly boat kind of bobs along a few moments. You guys feel a certain quiet, but everybody stands on edge. Spenny just looks around and goes, "Is that it? Is it over?"
I don't know. Maybe best to stay on guard a bit.
You must always be on guard in the South Blue. We're lucky it was just lampreys. Could have been any number of ill beasts in these waters. Squint just sort of sits down ponderously and starts petting Glory.
Ugh. I'm ready to get to this next island, boys. I'm excited. I'm starting to get the itch in my legs, the itch to run and wreak a little bit of havoc.
The land
have a
is
little fun.
only the land is only closer and closer. Kiryu, as the action dies down, I know there was some stuff you wanted to get into.
Yeah.
Figure now is probably the last chance before you guys hit Rashwan waters proper.
But yeah, Leadbelly, I wanted to talk to you about something.
Oh, what's up, man?
Yeah, follow me to my workshop.
Okay. You feel that in the air, Kiryu? That's jazz. Sweet jazz.
Yeah. Yeah, which part of the ship is my workshop, by the way?
You can decide now that the map is kind of laid out, and I'll add on to it as you guys describe that. I wasn't too sure, so I wasn't going to add it until after this session.
Then I call dibs on this part. If it pings.
I don't see the ping.
Yeah, the bottom side.
Down here.
That's pretty empty.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. That's cool. Absolutely. Okay, you guys come down there. As you do,
Awesome.
Club is gonna instantly just go, "What the hell is going on? I could have sworn I saw some weird beast through the window."
Oh yeah, man. There was
giant fish. Don't worry about it.
giant fish. Yeah, we took care of it.
Was it a sea king?
Like a quarter king.
Oh, well, that's no big deal.
Yeah, not a big deal though.
Yeah. Also, I would assume that I would build some walls or some covers from my secret projects.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think this was a in passing convo.
Yeah.
Because the stairs just open pretty much right there on his bed, so he would see you come down.
Doesn't the stairs go the other way? Oh shit.
No, you see the arrow?
No,
It's
yours would be on the bottom sides of the stairs, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys come out right there. I put the arrows going down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So no matter which direction, it just means going lower. But yeah, as you guys come up to Kiryu's workshop, Kiryu, what do you show Leadbelly?
Oh yeah, I saw that. That you remember you showed me that nasty mark you have there.
I do.
Yeah, so I made you a little something to cover it up.
Oh,
Yeah, let me just grab the image. And yeah, I get out of the forge. Yeah, marking a mark that could cover the Celestial Dragon one.
yeah. I'll open my shirt. Is this like a brand?
Yep.
Oh, I'm ready for it then.
And Discord doesn't want to collaborate with me. Yeah, Mike, if you can post it somewhere. Oh yeah, it works now.
Did you put it in the group 14 chat?
You
Or
get
in
it?
this?
Invoice chat.
All right, I'm gonna get it and pull it up for stream as well. Oh, sick! Let's go. It's perfect, Kiryu. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah, it's a little big, but yeah, you can. So you can go to the pain.
Oh, I can go through it right now. Just to show a stream real quick, this is the brand that is going over the Celestial Dragon brand that is on Leadbelly's chest. It is perfect. It is worthy of the Sakura Pirates for sure. Yeah, let's do this.
And yeah, I guess I'm gonna press it to the Celestial Dragon one. Cover it up.
Let's go. Do you want me to
Let's
roll
see,
anything, Mikey?
Yeah, I was just checking what I was thinking. I guess probably Constitution makes the most sense. Constitution save, good sir. I've also added the new symbol into the handouts, and I'll add like all proper terms in a second. 13, pretty good, just barely over the check. Yeah, it hurts something fierce. I'm gonna roll just a little damage die
Of course.
off of that 13, but you're able to hold yourself together, and I'm gonna say holding yourself together there grants you an inspiration.
Oh, let's go.
You feel this new brand, this new emblem, this new symbol, sort of, to your own flavoring and delight, of course. You feel it sort of immediately, not wholly heal the wounds you suffered from the celestial dragons, but you feel that sort of taint to wash away from it.
Yeah, the weight lift off my shoulders. I put a
Yeah.
hand on Kiryu's shoulder, and it's firm. You can tell that I'm holding back that pain a little bit, and I'm like, "Thank you, brother. It's exactly what I needed before we get to this island." And then I leave my shirt on the floor of Kiryu's workshop. I no longer need it, at least for this one, because I want to bear proud the new brand I was given.
So fucking cool. Okay, I'm gonna add the perms to everybody's then.
No, I take you. You're helping me out of nowhere, and then for pretty much nothing, I had to repay the kindness.
Yeah, that's what crewmates do, my friend. We're gonna find your
And
sister.
yeah.
We're gonna take her with us. She can help us navigate these troubled waters.
And yeah, about the crewmate stuff, right? My father always told me that to always be on my own and don't follow anyone's orders. Always be the leader, but I don't want to do that anymore. I want to follow you. And yeah, I get my own shirt down and I place it on my own chest.
Oh my god! Wow! Oh, I got chills, boys.
Whoa.
This is a One Piece moment.
Nice. Yeah, that was.
I assume when Kiryu's done, there's no words spoken between these men of men. We just clasp hands in the most manliest way possible.
Man, Kiryu, for that display alone, I'm going to say, as well as sharing this brand, you'll also gain a charge of inspiration. Well done. I love that exchange.
Let's go.
That was super cool, guys. That was awesome.
From this point forward, Kiryu, I am your captain, but you are my first mate. You are the one I will look to insight for the most. We'll sail these seas together. We'll do it all together.
Of course, Captain.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. Leadbelly gets a little misty-eyed, and he's like, huh, well, let's head up. I'm sure the crew's wondering what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my shirt back on.
he's like, Kiryu's a little self-conscious. He's like, I'm gonna put my shirt back on.
Oh, man.
That was
Wonderful.
epic.
So
that
cool,
was
guys.
amazing.
Yeah, nice. Kiryu, as you're putting your shirt back on, you're thinking about that comment you made about your father, and your mind can't help but go back to thoughts of home.
Flashback. Oh, flashback.
You're on the peak of a rather, depending on how you looked at it, small mountain or massive hill. If you want to place your token thereabouts, Kiryu.
Yeah, I got it.
You trudge ahead. This is a much younger Kiryu, younger even than when we saw him in the first flashback, which showed his argument with Kiryu when Kiryu left. And you are trudging along behind this man who just keeps his back turned to you, hands clasped. He seems to traverse the snow rather easily, barely leaving behind a trench for you to follow. So you're carving your way through the snow, which is above your waist, about halfway up your stomach.
Father, do we have to go all the way up right now?
Absolutely. You need to pick up the pace. Come. Let's go.
But the road is so long.
Of course it takes long. And he turns to you with a big smile. It's training to make you the best you can be. That's a wonderful thing, don't you think? Why, that's how my father raised me. And look, the cold doesn't even bother me. I can even walk upon the snow as if my boots could not crunch through it. Why do you suppose that is? I have honed myself to the finest of the ability that I had to offer. And you, my son, you have leagues more than me. He comes right up to you and he kneels before you with what you can see is pride, but it doesn't set your mind at any ease. If anything, it makes you less sure of this, and you're just shivering from the intense cold.
But why do I always have to do this alone? Why can't Kiryu come with us?
He gets a kind of perturbed look on his face. You can't really read it. If you'd like, you can roll, I'd say, I guess, an active perception for me. But naturally, you're not going to be able to discern that expression. And he goes, Kiryu is a special case. Don't worry about what we have in store for him, son. Just worry about your own. Yeah, off of 13 perception, you're not going to be able to read his expression. But yeah, he just nods his head. He gets that smile back on his face again and starts pumping his knees up in the air. He goes, come on, son, let's hurry it up, and then we can get back to your mother. I'm sure a warm meal will be waiting for us.
But it's so cold, I can barely move.
He kind of jogs ahead as you remain there and then stops. He hunches over, just slouched entirely, and he gives this big sigh. Oh, Kiryu, please, son. I'm trying my hardest here. He turns to you again. This time the smile is a lot more fatigued. Come on, son. Just push yourself a little harder, and all of a sudden you both clearly hear the sound of hurried footsteps. But it's not coming from the woods, the forest trail that you just came out of to reach this hill peak. It's coming from up ahead. You might have noticed another trail, slightly more submerged and old in the snow now, but still pretty fresh, right there beside you. My apologies. I had remade the Kiryu sheet, but it's missing again from my list.
It's a curse.
Yeah, I apologize. I don't know. It got deleted once before. I'm not sure why, but forgive me, guys. I'm going to reuse Kiryu's well, give me just one moment. I can do this real quick.
All right.
But feel free to go ahead and role play it out, Kiryu, as you both turn and notice Kiryu running up ahead, the older brother. He has this feverish, determined look on his face. He still has both of his arms, noticeably, and he is determined as he pumps his legs through the snow, not quite leaving behind like the big trench that you do. He's sort of like making little toothpick holes in the snow as he comes up.
Brother!
Ah, brother, father. His voice is really clipped and curt as he stops up ahead of you both. His eyes are mostly focused on your father. He goes, well, I'm already returning. I had thought to meet you further up the mountain. What's taking you so long? Well, your father just gets a measured look. Off of that 13 again, you can read his expression now. It is bordering on pure madness. He goes, your brother works at a different pace than you, son. You have to understand that. You are a little older than he is, so be kind.
But we are twins. We are the same age.
Sure, but minutes make a world of difference, don't they? Especially here in the cold north. The world is harsh, Kiryu. You, above all else, should know that. Kiryu gets this set expression on his face, and now he looks at you, Kiryu. You both are pretty young, but you can just sort of tell there's this difference in your age together. And you suddenly feel that distance bridge as you lock eyes. And he has nothing but disdain for you in that moment.
Well, I still try to smile to him.
Also, I'm having trouble finding the file, so apologies. We're just going to run with this on the fly, but he's about this distance. Say that again one more time for me, Kiryu.
I'm saying I still smile to him. I'm happy he's here.
He bows his head, he hoods his eyes, and then he steps forward slowly, one at a time, right past your father wordlessly. He comes up alongside you, and Kiryu, for a moment, you think he's just walking past. But then he comes around on the other side of you and wraps his arm under yours and goes, "Come on, we're going to get to that top of that mountain, all of us." And he stares at your father, who just stares at the two of you.
Yeah, you can
Yes,
see I already have
let's go.
full of. I have my energy again. We can't do this.
So it would seem. Double time then, boys. You'll have to keep my pace. And I know I keep a longer stride. And he just starts tearing off across the snow now, faster than you had seen him do all day. His voice trails off. "Keep up now!" Kiryu whispers to you, "You ready, bro?"
I'm ready. Let's go.
As you two tear off into the white, snowy waste, you come back to your workshop, snapped out of that memory, and you're also thinking of your brother now. You're thinking of his lead toward Old Beach Haven that he left you in the form of that hand, which I'm not sure where you got that, but you do still have that. And yeah, those oarfish steaks that he left behind.
Yeah, those all would be good. But yeah, I think I'm gonna follow Leadbelly to the deck.
When you get up there, you hear Leadbelly like talking to Arthur, and Mitch is steering the ship. I'm guessing now, since Angel had a dip. I'm just sitting there talking to Arthur and showing him the brand and being like, "Oh, look at it! Look at it, Kiryu! He covered up my slave symbol, my the hoof of the Celestials. I'm a whole new man. It's like they never owned me at all." And he smiles when he says that, but Arthur, you can see a twitch in his eye. He still can't completely let go of it.
Tweedleham at least will be there and he'll be like, "Right-o! Looks super good, Captain. Looks super cool."
I like you, Tweedleham. So what's your skill set? What do you do? What do you and your brother do?
He'll look at you and he goes, "Well, Club can wield just about any weapon, and me." And he doesn't say anything else. He just pounds his fist together.
Alrighty. A brawler. I dig it. Like I said, once we get to the island, I'm going to leave you and your brother here with Spinny. I want you to follow his lead. He knows the rundown. Just keep a look on the ship.
You can count on us.
I'm going to leave someone very important here with you. The old man in the bed downstairs. Let him rest as long as he needs. When he awakes, just let him know that we're on the island. I wish there was some way we could communicate with each other once we're on the island, though. We don't have any of those slug things.
Don't we?
I don't think. Do you have one? I don't have one.
I couldn't. I could not hope to do it justice, but Mitch would be able to chime in and say something along the lines of, "Well, my portals could. We could just talk real easily that way."
Oh yeah, that's true. Mitch has his portals. Probably best to stay off Dindins as well, considering we once again just attacked a government base. I'm assuming once the news coups go out, there's a chance that we have bounties on our heads now.
If I could get an active perception from, actually, Kiryu, your passive is 18 at this point too. That would automatically pass it. Kiryu and Arthur, with your passives, you're going to pick up on something approaching. You hear some sort of what sounds like rotor or something, some sort of motor. And you also see, coming off of the port side, from the coast of Roshuan come little figures skirting and darting across the water's surface. They're definitely coming toward you. They're growing closer, but they're still pretty far off.
Then can I look at those? What the fuck they are?
What are those?
Wait, I have something for that.
Arthur, you seeing this, bro?
It's looking
Nice.
I can't describe it.
Nice, Kiryu. As you're able to look through that self-spyglass, it becomes pretty crystal clear in your view. You see a little platoon of men on what look like bicycles or motorcycles of some sort, borne on the water, just tearing ass toward you all. Some of the faces of the men on board have like these crazed smiles, and they have like conversations with each other, and they're laughing.
How close are they to us?
Kiryu, you'd be able to tell that they're, within about a quarter mile or so.
Then yeah. You heard that.
Yeah, yeah. How far away is that in feet?
Well, I don't know freedom units.
I don't know freedom units.
That's about 13, 20 feet. So good little ways off, but they're gaining pretty fast. By the time he's even said that, you guys are able to make out more and more details as they get closer and closer. Whatever they're riding has some pretty good speed on it.
Okay, yeah, cool. I'm gonna cast flower message in a bottle, and I'm gonna grow a mouth on the side of one of the rider's face and be like, "Hey, I think you're getting a little bit too close to my ship there, buddy." And then that mouth will disappear and appear on another one's face and be like, "You're going to ride up real slow, state your purpose, and you're not going to step a foot on board." And then the mouth will disappear.
Ooh, interesting. The first guy you do it to, as you do it, these bikers are only getting closer. So as you grow that mouth on his side and talk to him, you see he's one of the forerunners of the bikers, and he freaks out. He delivers a scream you all can hear clearly from the deck, even at this distance. And his bike spins and fishtails, and he just spins out there on the water, and you see him go down. The others continue on. The second guy also gets similarly startled, but he manages to keep his composure. And you see these bikes come closer and closer to the ship and begin to circle the belly boat. You hear some of the folks on these bikes laughing, cackling as they circle you.
You guys think they're friendly? They seem to be having a good time.
One by one, except for that one by one, they all come up and line along each side of the belly boat, and they rev their engines loud as they can all together. It drowns out just about anything as they, one by one, start coming up on deck before you, hopping up from their bikes. You all can lay down your tokens as well. Let me get the NPCs out here too.
Did you not get my message? I said don't step foot on my ship. As I say this, I draw my baby girl, Irene.
This fellow over here, who is kind of sort of closest to you on the port side at least. He locks eyes with you as you say that, Leadbelly, and he goes, "We don't take no orders from you. Now, what are you doing in Rashwan waters?"
Oh, well, we're gonna land there.
Yeah, visiting the island, some relatives, and maybe even killing some dogs.
Yeah.
That are
That
stepping
might
on our
happen.
ship.
Yeah. That could be the case right here. What are you doing on my belly boat?
We here. We're the Coast Guard, you see. We're here to keep order in good old Rashwan waters. So if you're saying you're going to cause a ruckus here in our little burg, you're going to have to turn back. And then all of a sudden you hear a gruffer voice from behind you go, "Knight, easy. I have answers I want from these travelers."
You could call us that.
This guy steps forward. It's this one here that's addressing you. He's kind of flanked by these two fellas on either side. This guy here with the bandage on his nose is like licking his hand and matting back this guy's hair, the guy who's talking to you, Leadbelly. And he's got that white streak through it, but the guy is like licking his hand and parting it back and making it just perfect as he's like talking to you. He'll go, "We are the MFP 5. You are in Rashwan waters. My co-captain has a point, and dare I say, you sail in a fairly Rashwan-favored ship."
Yeah, we got the ship from a guy from Rashwan. I think he was a pirate, though.
Ah, a pirate from Rashwan with a Royal Navy ship. And then the other guy who's first addressing you takes a step forward and he's like, "Toe Cutter, I'm telling you. This here is River's ship. They stole
That
it
was
from
his
him.
name.
Or they killed him, or he's down below somewhere, isn't he? Locked up."
No, you ain't gonna find him on this ship. Out of those two options, both are viable. You can choose which one you want to believe.
Toe Cutter, the other guy, he just sort of chuckles and he's like, "Well, quite interesting. Hey, this is quite like his ship, though I don't think it had such damage, last I heard. But tell me, that doesn't concern me. Where is the little Rivers?"
Why do you want to know?
"He is a nobleman of our new lands who have adopted us so favorably. I would love to do a service to them and return the Lord of the Wetlands' little boy back to him."
Well, you would have to talk to the Marines because someone turned him. Because, you know, the bounty and stuff.
Yeah, he was turned in by a bounty hunter. I traded him for this horse. You can see by its mane, it's much more valuable than him.
"So you all are bounty hunters?" For a second, I had mistaken them for pirates. And a bunch of the guys who just hopped on deck with you all just start laughing as well.
I'm going to once again grow very, very tiny mouse on all of the crewmates' ears and just be like, play along with it. Like, sure, you can call us bounty hunters if you want. So we're going to have a problem because I really just want to land on this kingdom. We're looking for someone who is lost.
Yeah, we're bounty hunters who come from the Sorbet Kingdom. My name is Arthur D. Morgan. Hark, tua, 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 tua.
Yeah, Arthur's pretty well known as a bounty hunter.
Ooh, interesting, Arthur. As you say that, this feverish fellow who's licking his hand and doing his leader Toe Cutter's hair, he steps forward and goes, "You hear that? You hear that? They're from Sorbet. We should just kill them now. Just wipe them all out. Take them down, take them down, take them down."
I
Don't
grow
do
a
no
hand.
such thing, Johnny. Don't
I was-
worry. He's a feverish young lad. He gets ahead of himself.
We're not all from Sorbet. A lot of our crew's from different places, all around the blue. Like I said, we don't mean any trouble. We're just here to find someone.
I was just testing the waters because like I heard y'all had like beef with Sorbet, and I was just seeing like what the deal was. I'm not actually from Sorbet. I was just seeing where y'all stood. And now
I thought
know.
Sorbet was ice cream, so I didn't even know there was a kingdom called that.
Johnny,
I mean, if
Johnny
y'all
is
are
a
bounty
good
hunters, you should know that I am Arthur D. Morgan. I am quite renowned.
no, we are not bounty hunters. Like my co-captain said, we are indeed coast guards of Rashwan. Privateers, if you will. Sure, newly enlisted, but we're happy to be here and serve our new nation. We're a hodgepodge from a bunch of different places, too.
Why don't you hop on that snail and tell him Arthur D's got a pretty big hit on their island, and he wants to make sure no ruckus is commoded. And if you guys are newly enlisted and don't know who I am, I'm sure whoever does know my name will happily oblige to have us take care of the problem.
Oh, of course, I'm sure. And Toe Cutter just gives this slimy smile to you. Well, the truth of the matter is, though, we've been instructed to seize any ship bearing Rashwan flags, device, build that came into the waters unattended. The Lord of the Wetlands desperately wants his little boy back. But of course, we have so much water to cover. We could be here, we could be there in a moment's notice. Maybe we never saw this ship at all.
Oh man, you're so boring. Talk faster. Get to the point.
Yeah, I think he's trying to extort us.
Are we fighting or what?
What a boisterous young fellow. Patience, lad, patience. That's what leads you to the good place that I have found myself in. How about this? Just a small tax from you lot to let you pass through the Rashwan waters peaceably. Now, it's true we don't want to cause hostility with Sorbet again, but we also would not be forgiven if it were reported that we let Sorbet nationalists just pass through.
Once again,
True
we're
or
not
false?
Sorbet Kingdom nationalist. How much?
Well,
How much are you trying to get out of my crew?
No, I will not give you Squint's life.
a very modest sum, my friend. Just simply a very modest sum. Something in the range of, I don't know, 3 million bellies should do. Ironically, isn't that the price on Captain River's head? What a coincidence there.
Yeah, what a coincidence. I'll give you 20,000 in your life.
20,000. That is no true tax, my friend. You are passing into the illustrious kingdom of Rashwan. Isn't that something?
No, not really. The land itself bears no purpose to me. No interest in it whatsoever. We're there to get somebody, and that's it.
Oh, but it is a rich land full of history and intrigue and political aspiration. And Toe Cutter takes a step toward you, Leadbelly, and he puts a friendly enough hand on your arm and he goes, I agree with you. It's a land of layabouts and losers, but they sure do pay well.
Guys, above table. I really would have stabbed this dude right now. He came into my range.
I got you.
Listen, buddy. We're not going to give you 3 million, Barry. I don't even think we have that much. Just let us pass through. We could do it easily. Or we could have a problem. I'm going to leave that decision up to you.
the other supposed co-captain butts in first and goes, "Oh, come on, Toe Cutter, let's just kill him right here, right now."
I'm gonna look at that guy and say womb and roll for intimidation if you're cool with it. The co-captain.
Yeah. Okay. It's going to be a very difficult check. Oh my god. You don't know what that means though. Very difficult. What does that mean?
Yeah. So his head encompassed by flesh and mouths and teeth and eyes, all repeating, "Shut your fucking mouth, bite your tongue, you do not speak when I am speaking, you do not interject into my conversations," just berating the man, letting him know that his worth is nothing in this moment.
Incredible. As you do that to this man who is clearly pretty cocky. He's actually got this woman here on his side who has been like laughing and cackling and just kind of like everything he says, she'll be the one just repeating it back. But as you do that, 27 is crazy. You absolutely do pass that check I had in mind. And his head gets encompassed. You hear like this muffled like, "Oh, oh," and then it lets go and he topples over onto his rear end. The lady too is just like, her mood is totally deflated. She's like, "Knight Rider, oh my god, Knight Rider, what's going on? What is that? Devil fruit. They've got devil fruits."
"Do devil fruits scare you, lady?" And then I look back at, "What is your name? Biter?" I'm telling you, I think you really should just let us go through. Whatever. It's irrelevant.
I would be happy to. Please don't mind my friend. He's become more bloodthirsty with age. 3 million belly, and you'll be on your way.
Once again, no.
No trouble from us. And once again, I say no.
Then we're at an impasse here. Do you know what happens when an immovable object meets an unstoppable force?
Oh man, his eyes grow feverish at the question. Interesting. A proposition I'd like to explore, I think.
I was
We
just expecting
outnumber you know.
Yeah, that doesn't matter because you see, I was expecting you to say no because, and then I'll swing on him with Irene's Goodnight. Oh, fuck, dude. Wait. Inspiration, baby.
Oh.
Does a 14 hit him?
On that note, yeah, on that note, once I saw you attack, I'm gonna get to my stance and use this. I'm gonna hit all 3 of those dudes.
Your rapier, Irene's Goodnight, slips out of its scabbard and up into Toe Cutter. His eyes kind of go wide as it goes within his torso, and he takes a little gasp. Roll for damage for me real quick.
6. Will in the chat said I only fight a bear can kick him in the balls.
Is that enough to kill him?
No. With that,
right, perfect. Let's finish the job.
Oh my god!
Yeah, the slash is gonna hit all 4 of those guys.
Wait, say again, which one? So these are hitting all 4 of these guys. Let's see.
I'm saying the slash is gonna hit all 4 of those guys, and 3 of them are gonna be hit, or 2 of them because one bullet won't hit.
Gotcha. That misses the blonde fellow.
Well, the bullet isn't.
Hits Johnny, hits Toe Cutter, and hits that other guy as well. Only misses the blonde fellow.
What? Yeah, that's the 28 hit, the blonde fellow. Not the 28, the 24.
That one does. That one does.
Perfect.
As you guys deliver these sneak attacks on these opponents who maybe you weren't quite not expecting this to blow out into violence, with the rapier stuck through Toe Cutter's chest. Before we get into anything too big with two of our fine players missing, I'm going to pull us into the to be continued. That rapier coming out of Toe Cutter, that big flurry of attacks from Kiryu to stagger, dash, and absolutely really do an intro number, I guess you would say. Slipping on my words here at the final hour. Need some water, but absolutely insane flourish. We'll get into some classic combat with these guys next time, hopefully with everybody gathered for the whole time. It was great. Well, we had Angel here today. If you guys want to do any like sign-off stuff, go right ahead. I do have one cover story to cap off the session for today, though.
Yeah, obviously subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're around so that when session 12 is set in stone, we can promo that to you and you can be here from the beginning. Make sure you watch Rambling Addiction this week, doing a Doctor Who review. So it's going to be spicy. And of course, chapter reaction this Sunday, because we finally got a new One Piece chapter after all this time. Yeah, anybody else got any promo they want to do before we hand it over to Mikey for the cover story?
Yeah, guys, make sure you guys check out twitch.tv/SSJ Cody. With the collapse of one of my favorite apps on the App Store, I'm streaming a lot more, and it's been hella fun playing Marvel Rivals, reading manga, and just hanging out with chat. So make sure you come hang with gang and see what's up.
Yes, sir.
And now to ToriMori.
Yes, Mikey, take us off.
Alrighty, awesome session, guys. Thanks again to everybody for joining us today. Super fun, great way to start off the Soccer Pirates adventures in 2025. Not typically going to do two cover stories in one session, but just since the one I read earlier was a reread, I did want to do a fresh one that I'll drop on the